for a little while.
Hey,
Yeah.
swing in the 90s was a weird.
It was
that shit
fantastic. It was just kind of like, where did this
It
come
was out of
from,
nowhere,
and
you're
where
right.
did it go?
Yeah.
They went with Cotton Eye Joe. That's where it went.
I was just about to.
You got too far.
Speaking of Cotton Eye Joe, have you ever listened to the actual album?
No, and I just realized or like learned earlier this year that that song was made by a European like Euro dance, like Euro pop group.
Yes.
I had no idea. But I also learned that Cotton Eye Joe has like a 200 plus year history. Like the actual song. Like
Yeah.
it's an OG folk song.
Oh yeah.
But that album actually has the longest song title that I have ever seen.
Oh my god. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And I mean the longest that I have ever seen. Because it is over 300 characters long.
I now have to look up this album.
That's pretty good.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Meanwhile, I just listened to like punk and metal. I've just been getting really into Necrogoblicon. Just fitting.
They're a
They're
funny band.
inspired by, you know, the Necronomicon, which is a Lovecraft. You know, it was first created by Lovecraft for use in his, you know, works. What's crazy though is
I've listened to them.
there are a lot of people who, like, when they first like hear, they think the Necronomicon is like actually a real book in real life that was like, you know, used as like a prop, or not prop, but like as, you know, kind of a, it was like, you know, some obscure thing that he found out about and used. But no, it's completely made up.
I mean, considering that there are books that were bound in human skin that we do have in libraries in the US,
Yeah.
it's not that far-fetched that people would actually believe that's a real thing.
Oh yeah. I mean, and the thing is, it's gone way beyond just like Lovecraft. Like, I mean, that's what the Evil Dead is all about. Is, you know, they find a copy of the Necronomicon. Sorry.
Necrogoblicon is a cool band, though.
Yeah, they are. They're dope. I've been listening to a lot of their stuff lately. I wish I could play it on guitar,
So
but they use
here.
7 strings.
I'm gonna ask, do they have a song called Mind Goblin?
I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me, but yeah.
Let's get into the Roll20 now.
Yep. And then and then once you do, okay. Now everybody's here. Let me, just imagine this is playing on the radio. Which of you thinks you have a car or a vehicle?
I mean,
Decide amongst the 5 of you. It doesn't matter
We're
like, all that much. It just matters.
I had a vehicle last time. I'm not driving.
I'd say nobody here is broke, so some of us would probably have something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's a matter
radio,
of
now
who
that's a different
decided.
matter.
Who decided to drive? Like, did you all decide to kind of drive here in your own vehicles, or did some of you guys decide to carpool, save on gas?
Oh, I drove here, I guess, by myself.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so Robo and Dreamer, you guys have cars. What about the rest of you? Like, you guys have your own cars.
I'd get...
Where
the feeling.
exactly are we?
You are at, you are in, or you're going to Nazarene's lot, which is about 100 kilometers north of Boston. And it's kind of in the, it's a little
Fucking
ghost town in the
Boston.
middle of nowhere. Like,
Well, based on my character's stats and the bio, I would say that she is a poor medical student. So I'm gonna say she definitely carpooled or took a bus or something.
unfortunately, there are no buses to Nazarene's lot,
Oh.
so
Well, then she carpooled then.
yeah. So basically, this is just to decide how many cars there are, because it's basically for me as a keeper to know, so that we don't end up being like, oh, there's only one car if you guys have established at the beginning that, you know, there are X, you know. So,
Maybe you wrote it for my character.
your character is gonna, you think, you'll carpool, or allow, Sharpay, to, carpool with you?
Your character's name is Sharpay Cheese. That's awesome.
Yep, Sharpay
Feels
Wong.
like the dog.
Yes.
I know. I know. That made me laugh when I first saw it.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I should have made my picture a wrinkly dog.
That would have been very funny. And it would very starkly contrast with the things that we are going to potentially get into tonight. But I'm gonna
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna put this on the board. So
Put it on the board.
Arnold's just gonna show up
okay.
on bike.
on a like, and not even like a motorbike, just a
No,
Bicycle.
like an actual bike.
yeah, like a bicycle.
And you can
Basically,
just see
I have
that
a
he's
bicycle.
sweating a bit.
Oh, he'd be sweating like, because
Oh no, just a bit. Like he got someone to drive him from Boston much closer, but they only took him so far.
yeah, and I'm gonna say that that person they basically said, I'm not going further.
Uh,
Have you heard about that place? If you did, I don't
I-
think you'd be going there.
well, I mean, it's kind of why. It sounds super interesting. Could be a big break for me.
Well, just know you have my sympathies, and I hope I don't see you in the nightly news in a couple days.
Damn.
Well, I hope you see me for good reasons, not for bad ones.
Knowing that place, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so we've got a total of 4 cars. Perfect. We've established that. So, Nazarene's lot and its surroundings are slated for the construction of a reservoir. The area earmarked for the reservoir has been fenced off and its roads closed to traffic for several months. According to the United States Bureau of Reclamation, USBR, the area is completely uninhabited. The new Brooks Reservoir project has necessitated the assembly of a team of professionals from various fields to conduct a study of the land. Your group is dispatched to the north of Boston, in the heart of Essex County. They say Massachusetts County here, but as a Massachusetts native, there is no Massachusetts County. With the task of gathering all historical, documentary, and topographical information about Nazarene's lot to facilitate its destruction. You are these professionals. Your objective, to ensure the smooth progress of the reservoir project and retrieve the most relevant historical documents from the local records housed in the sacristy.
Just so you know, it's 3 cars, 1 bike.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There we go. The road leading to the town is riddled with cracks and potholes, with expansive meadows and groves flanking both sides. The only sign of civilization is the road closed sign, marking the area designated for the future Brooks Reservoir. You arrive at the town in the late afternoon. You park your cars. Arnold, you put the brakes on your bike.
Flip out the kickstand.
Flip the kickstand down.
Yeah.
As I'm putting it down, it just kind of crashes down, grumble a little bit, pick it back up, and rest it against a tree.
Exactly. So, allow me to...
You
the
hear
one
somebody in a
thriving
truck
community
laughing at
here-
you a little bit.
Sorry, what was that?
You're right. I said I was saying you hear someone in a truck laughing at you a little bit.
Yeah. The once thriving community is now reduced to a main street lined with decrepit stone houses, consumed by encroaching nature. There's a putrid stench seemingly emanating from the flora that fills the air. Swarms of mosquitoes punctuate the silence with their incessant buzzing. And there are no telephone wires or electrical systems in sight.
Would my character be able to differentiate that smell? Well, actually, just at all.
I'm trying to figure out how to... What's the point of folders if... What's the point of folders and maps if you can't... There we go.
Archival.
This shit looks like Resident Evil 7. Or 8. Or 4.
Looks like Resident Evil. In other words.
Yes.
It's like 6 to me.
Yes. Yes, it does.
So... At the heart of the town square looms a towering stone statue depicting a massive tree stump with an axe embedded in its upper base. The axe blade bears a rusty hue, giving the stump an unsettling, almost bloody appearance. What do you guys do?
I'd like to examine the X in the stump.
Okay. So, this closer inspection of the statue reveals an inscription etched onto the handle of the axe. There is no world without Nazarene's lot, but purgatory, torture, hell itself. 1696. Does anybody have art literature? If you look in arts and crafts,
Mm-mm.
Oh, I do.
I got history.
I got literature.
Okay, make me an art
Where is it?
Make me a literature roll. It would be an
Under
arts and
skills
crafts.
to be on the right side underneath art/craft.
Ooh, hard
Art
success.
You realize that this phrase comes from William Shakespeare's play Romeo and Juliet, and you actually know what the complete stanza it comes from is. You know that it is, "There is no world without Verona walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself. Hence, banished is banished from the world, and world's exile is death. Then banished is death mistermed. Calling death banishment, thou cuttest my head off with a golden axe, and smilest upon the stroke that murders me." Now, if you want to make a history roll,
Yes.
yep, go ahead. Do you want to push, or do you want to spend luck?
Try my history.
Okay.
What do you got to do to push?
You gotta explain to me how you're kind of upping the stakes, and if you fail a pushed roll, the consequences are worse than just a regular failure.
And how much luck would I need to spend?
12.
I'll spend 12 luck.
Okay, so lower your luck by 12.
Yep.
So you recall some important events around that time. The Salem witch trials in particular.
I remember what was going around down that time. Them crazy fools were burning them witches.
Yep, and you realize that this town was founded just amidst that time, and that it was the place of exile for a man known as Jacob Willard, who was one of the few survivors of the Salem witchcraft trials. And you think that there may be a connection of Nazarene's lot to Salem because it's actually relatively, like, in the grand scheme of it's relatively close by. Not like a hop ski, not like, oh, you could walk there from here in, like an hour or two, but
A quick horse ride.
yeah, a quick horse ride, maybe like 30 minutes, maybe like 20 minutes by car, probably more like 40 just because the roads are closed and they haven't been maintained around this area for a while.
Right.
Now, everybody who
It's close enough to have probably been involved during that time.
Yeah, exactly. And you know that Jacob Willard, who was he may have been connected to Nazarene's lot, and he was one of the few survivors of the Salem witchcraft trials. Now,
Old Jakey Willie.
let's see. So Arnold and Frank, and does anybody else want to look at the statue, like look closer at the statue and investigate?
Gloria's going to, because she's going around looking at all the walls and buildings and realizing how old this place is, and that this information would be very useful to her.
Yeah, you notice all of the buildings around here are made of stone. They're all very empty, but they haven't been empty for like 400 years. It looks like they've been. It looks like it's been more like maybe like 300, maybe like 300 something, or even less than that. Make me a spot hidden or a listen roll. Okay.
Nope.
You just get the feeling of being watched. but when you look around, you don't actually see anything. But Gloria, Frank, and Arnold, make me sanity rolls.
No, you make a sanity roll.
Fuck. Something's creepy around here.
Okay, I'm.
Oh, wait, I didn't roll. How do you actually roll sanity?
Just click sanity. Oh, good thing you're.
I did roll
sanity is at least
53
50.
versus 55. Okay.
Okay. So, Gloria and Arnold, roll me a d4. Okay. Gloria and Arnold, you both look closer at the stump on the statue. And this dark red liquid starts to ooze from the gash around where the axe is embedded. And it's seeping out onto the ground, into the ground, and it's forming a crimson trail.
I don't think that's good.
Reduce your sanity,
What is
each of you,
that?
by 3.
Only they
Oh,
can do that,
retrieving some.
So,
What'd you say?
Oh, yep. I was just saying. So yeah, Gloria and Arnold, lower your sanity by 3.
right? And then I asked, only they can see that, correct?
You don't.
Or can
see
everybody
it.
see
No,
that? Yeah.
only these
Yeah.
two see it.
Okay. That's
and
what-
after a few
that's what I was
seconds, Arnold and Gloria, you no longer see it. You kind of blink and it's gone.
I'll like walk up to him and grab their shoulders and be like, "You all right?"
I kind of look at Arnold and blink a few times, and then look away.
Yes. God. Oh, there's something about this light that made it tree sap look quite weird.
Yep. And you note that this isn't actually a wooden stump. This is
It's like a statue,
Yep, it's stone.
but the axe happens to be like bronze or something, right? Or some sort of metal, because you said it was rusted.
Yeah, it looks rusty, but
Okay.
you're not sure if it's actually metal.
Would I be able to tell with my construction background? I've been trying to look at my skills to see if there's like a skill that I could
Do you have
actually
like
use with that.
architecture or?
Let me see.
If you can suggest to me a
No.
skill that you think you could apply, I will allow it.
That's what I've been.
Or if there isn't like
For
a listed
identifying
skill,
stuff, natural world.
yeah, natural world would be a potential one.
Yeah, did you say that it looked like it was like red, like blood?
The axe
Potentially, or is it
blade
rust?
of the statue bears a rusty hue, giving the stump an unsettling,
'Cause
almost bloody appearance.
I would like to examine that, even though it's weird. My bio says I have extensive medical knowledge, but my skill in medicine is 1.
Yeah, I was also.
However, my first aid is 65.
Yeah,
I'm a
the idea is
I'm a
that
construction worker, but my operate heavy machinery is 1.
I think, yeah, these characters
You
are,
do everything with your hands.
That's
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
honestly.
and
You're a bricklayer, I guess.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
yeah, Sharpay, like you have knowledge of like how to dress wounds and stuff, but like you're not like, you know, a pharmacologist or like someone who like works in a hospital who might actually, because that's really the difference between medicine and first aid. First aid is like, you know, stabilizing someone after they've been, you know, when they're kind of on death's door or like they've been knocked out. Medicine is what you use for like long-term healing, like helping someone get over a major wound or any sort of
But
healing.
could I argue
Yeah.
that I could inspect to see if that's dried blood on the axe using first aid?
Yes.
Alright, that's what I'll do then.
Okay. success. Make me a sanity roll.
When I find appears.
Okay. It doesn't appear to be blood. It might be some sort of weird lichen. You notice the plant life is
Lichen.
odd, but like it's extremely fertile. Like nature is nature is doing really well around here. But it might be just like a weird lichen or even a trick of the light. But it's definitely not actual dried blood.
Sort of have a sigh of relief as I say that. It's not blood, it's just rust, I think.
It's weird. I ain't never seen no stone rust like that before. I work with stone all the time.
Some kind of plant I've never seen before, possibly.
Yeah, like a lichen or a weird,
Maybe like a mold or some sort of a mushroom or something.
Exactly. You notice that near the ruins of the rest of the town, there is a kind of central building.
I say we head to that place. I point to it.
Okay. This building is made of wood, built on a limestone foundation, and capped with clay tiles. And this two-story building remains relatively intact. Though the door and shutters are closed, several roof tiles are missing, and you can hear sounds of crows. So what do you guys want to do?
Are we at the building?
If you guys have gone over to the building, yes.
I mean, I said let's go. I don't know if anybody else wants to go.
Okay.
I assume I followed him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your character's name, by the way, Robo?
Frank. Yeah, as we're walking, I'll be like, my name is Frank Gambetta. Most people call me Frankie G. Y'all can just call me Frank for now.
My name's Sharpay, like the dog.
Okay.
Oh, how cute.
Place yourselves.
What's the front?
I'm gonna say
which
that-
one's the front door?
That one right
This one?
there. Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, Dreamer, go ahead.
I'm going to say that if y'all did a head count, y'all would have noticed that my car is here, but I am not. That is also to say, Reptile, I am too tired to do this. I am going to have to just check my character out for the
Okay.
evening.
No problem.
I do hope y'all have a good evening and a good session.
No problem.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, get some rest.
Thank you.
Okay.
Damn.
So, that'll leave you with 2 cars.
All right.
You guys go to the front door, and you notice not only is it unlatched, or unlocked rather, it seems to be a latch rather than any sort of a knob, which makes sense given the age of this place, but there appear to be scratches on the latch, and they look quite recent. Does anybody want to make me a science architecture roll?
Science architect.
And
You
note,
could-
just because I made a map doesn't mean like, oh, this is going to be combat. It means more like I didn't want to keep us on just the view.
Just a
number.
stale picture.
Yeah, on just
Yeah,
like the
I'll
same
make
picture
that roll.
for the entire time.
That's fine.
Okay. You
Let's go.
realize that this region, houses often have basements. You believe it's likely that there's a basement in addition to the two main floors. And these basements are often used for storage or as a cellar.
I'll tell everyone. This age and style of house usually would have a basement or a root cellar of some kind.
Okay. Somebody make me a spot hidden or a listen roll.
I got it. Oh.
Okay. You could you just get this eerie feeling like you're not, like you four aren't the only ones out here, but you don't see anything.
What if whoever left these scratches is still nearby?
Can we tell if it was scratching its way in or clawing its way out?
It doesn't look like claws. It looks.
Well, I was just using that as a term phrase.
I mean, you're looking at the door from the outside, so it looks like it was something or someone getting in
From the outside, going in. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm gonna make sure nobody's looking at me.
Okay.
And I'm going to check my mag and press check the chamber to make sure that one is in the chamber.
Okay.
In my handgun.
Yep. That's you're all good.
Okay.
And if anybody else wants to make me a spot hidden roll, you may.
Arnold's gonna take a closer look at the door.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything else out of the ordinary.
No. But he's gonna take a nice, good, long look at the wood, the hinging and everything. Go, fascinating.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a door. It's very door-shaped.
I might do a spot hidden as well.
Okay. Extreme success. You catch a glimpse of something in the in the woods.
There's something out there.
It's small, like child size. You just catch a very quick glimpse. Let me check things real quick.
I'll say, well, of course there's something out there. It's the woods. I mean,
Yeah,
what do you think?
and it's
We
you
just
only
by ourselves out here? There's a bunch of animals.
No, this is something else.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And it disappears. You could swear that. Let me make sure I have it right. That it looks like someone short, someone very small, wearing what looks like a Japanese bear mask. And just as quickly as you saw it, disappears into the vegetation.
No, I could swear it was a person.
The hell?
I couldn't make out their face though. They were wearing something.
Was it, anything that would be native or anything full? Just,
Didn't look like anything I've seen around here.
strange. I mean, you'd think if it was a local child or from any of the neighboring towns, they'd be wearing the high-top sneakers with their flat-top haircuts, with their
It definitely
boom
wasn't that.
boxes.
Yeah, you would know that there aren't really any any towns near here. but uh, which of you guys has good, like, history or a skill that you think would give you knowledge of, like, places in this region of Massachusetts? Like,
My history's
Pretty
decent.
history.
Yeah, same.
okay, so I'm not gonna make you roll, but I'm gonna say that you know that a lot of, like, the most likely in terms of if you think it's a child, it would probably be an orphan from like one of the orphanages. Like that, like there are you're not gonna see just like, you know, the like regular kind of kids just like fooling around out here.
Try a goddamn runaway.
That's about as likely as anything else.
Now, what do you guys want to do?
Guess we go inside.
Okay, move yourselves inside.
Ladies first.
Arnold, make me a listen roll.
So Arnold has the gun and he says ladies first. Or,
Yeah, but you don't know I got a gun. And I don't know you.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
I don't know you. I can't wait for the reboot.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Hopefully, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm
So,
hoping.
Arnold, make me a listen roll.
I'm thinking that maybe his internet died or something. I don't know.
Oh,
He's
did he?
muted,
Okay.
and he cut out kind of at the end of the
Oh.
last thing he was saying. I think.
oh yeah, you're a freak. Heath is Arnold.
No, FICO
Right.
is Arnold. Heath
No.
is Gloria Mendez.
Then I had it
I see the
backwards.
picture.
I can always make the roll for him, but I don't want to because I feel like that takes away player agency. So we'll just
Yeah.
leave that for now. But the rest of
I
you
mean,
who
we
have...
can wait a minute.
Yep.
Unless you're, I'm not in any rush, like any super rush.
Yeah, I mean, it's not super important to the story. It doesn't have to happen right now.
Okay.
But
Whatever.
you enter the central... This looks like it's a meeting room that it appears to not have been furnished on this map because the keeper didn't feel like furnishing a map that's going to be used in a one-off scenario.
Sorry about that. I had to let some.
Oh, no
friends
worries. Can you make me a listen roll?
in. Yes, I can.
Okay.
Apparently, I have the scarf wrapped around my ears instead of my neck.
You could swear you hear like the hissing of escaping air coming from the direction that you arrived in. Not like the hiss of an animal, just the hiss of like escaping air, like
The hiss of someone slashing a tire.
roll me intelligence. Yes, it sounds like perhaps a bike tire.
Oh, God! These vagrants? Not again?
Rolled. Not again.
Arnold is gonna rush back to his bike.
Yep, you notice, make me a spot hidden roll. Okay. You see, kind of, just as, like, just for a split second, you see what looks like a child, and this child has... They appear to be wearing like a traditional Japanese folk mask in the caricature of a bear. And they have what looks like a kind of makeshift spear. And they disappear into the brush. And you notice that your bike's tires have been slashed.
Oh, good heavens. That's the 3rd time this month.
Okay.
Arnold's gonna go back to the house, to the building.
Okay.
Gloria, I think you were right. I just saw the child that you saw running away from my bike after he punctured the tires.
It's a child.
Well, it looked like a child. Couldn't say for sure, but... I am not enthusiastic about replacing the tires again.
Not a very nice child, anyway.
Well,
Yeah, you guys...
I seem to find that most children are not as nice as you would think.
So,
What about the cars?
you didn't get a look.
Oh,
but...
I'm so sorry. I didn't check them.
But given...
Give me a minute.
Yeah. Okay.
Arnold's gonna go back out and look at the cars.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Make me
That's
a
awesome.
spot hidden. Extreme success. So you notice that one of the vehicle's brake lines have been cut.
Which one, the truck or the car?
Frank, roll me luck. Make me a luck roll.
Fuck. All right. Give me a second.
It was your car.
Fuck. Of course it was.
That's the unfortunate thing about spending luck.
Yeah.
Arnold's gonna come back. Well, confound it. My terrible luck has seemed to spread. Frank, your poor truck, looks like your brake lines have been cut.
No, not again. That's the 3rd time this week.
Week?
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's great. I like that. I like that as a running gag for this. So,
Do we need to go
Did you say
find this
month or
troublemaker?
Did you say 3rd time this month for your bike?
I did.
Oh fuck, that's what I meant.
we can retcon
I
it
was
to
trying
the
to
third
just-
time this week.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
No, 3rd
either-
time
yeah,
this week is way funnier.
Yeah, third time this week is way. Now the next time something bad happens, it has to be the 3rd time today.
That's the 3rd time this minute.
So,
Frank's ex-wife is still trying to kill him.
Facts.
so, you guys, this central room appears to be like a meeting room. You notice damp stains on the ceiling that are hinting at leaks from the upper floor. And you notice a portrait hanging on one of the walls.
Okay, say that again. I heard portrait on one of the walls.
Yeah, there are damp stains on the ceiling that hint at leaks from the upper floor. And the area is dominated by a large stone fireplace.
Can I
Where's
roll a
the?
history to see if I recognize the portrait?
You don't have
Yeah, I
to.
also-
Do you go up to the portrait to look at it?
I
Yeah,
also want to look.
Gloria's gonna go. Whatever it is. All right.
Hey, so that is that Hank Willie guy.
Yep.
That old Henry Willie.
Yep. The reason you don't have to roll is because it says Henry Willard, 1713 to 1765.
Henry Willard. Yeah, this was the guy.
Henri.
He looks really smug for some reason.
Yeah, it does.
He's got one of those faces that you really
You want to punch?
Yep. Does somebody want to punch the painting?
Yeah, I'm gonna punch the painting.
Okay, make me a brawl roll.
I'll say, this motherfucker looks like he wants to catch these hands.
Failure.
And
You punch
I
the
miss.
wall next to it. The wood splinters.
Careful, this is ancient.
And
I missed
Well.
on purpose.
you could swear that the eyes of the painting are looking at you. Like, looking at you specifically, mocking you.
Man, this one, I like kind of like lean to the right and lean to the left and notice the eyes are following me. I go, man, this one of them Mona Lisa paintings is staring at me.
Yeah, make me a sanity roll.
Okay.
You got a success. Okay. You look again, and the eyes don't actually seem to be following you. You realize it was just a trick of the light.
Well, Arnold's gonna chime in. Well, Frank, most paintings seem like they're looking at you if they're drawn specifically to have their eyes focus on the viewer. I mean, there's many famous paintings and cave drawings, and I'm waiting for Frank to just cut me off.
You saying you smarter than me?
What? No.
Make me an opposed intelligence roll. No, I'm kidding. Mind war.
Nah, I know. I'm just messing with you. I know what you mean. I know. I've seen a lot of paintings that are like that.
So, what do you guys want to do now? You've looked at the painting on the
I
wall.
want to examine
Arnold's-
the
The
fireplace.
fireplace.
Okay. Anybody
Yeah.
who's examining this fireplace, make me a spot hidden.
Spot.
Hard
Okay.
success. Very nice. So, with your hard success, Arnold, you spot it first, and then Frank, you spot it
I
just shortly
don't see
after.
nothing.
Yeah, Sharpay, all you notice is that there's the smell of burnt paper lingering on the fireplace, but the rest of you,
Distracted by these
like,
sausages here.
yeah, Frank and especially Arnold, as you guys realize that these ashes are recent, and you start kind of searching through them, and
These don't look that old.
though you don't find any like intact pages or anything, you can tell from the nature of the ashes that several books, probably church records, have recently been burned in this fireplace.
Fiddlesticks. Those artifacts would have been so valuable. Probably.
Maybe.
Of course
Why
they
do you
would.
think they did it?
Well, if I have any guesses, it's probably that, friend of ours who punctured our tires, causing even more mischief.
Just a kid playing a prank?
Okay.
Well, I think this is going a wee bit beyond pranks, what with your brake lines.
Okay. Where are you guys going now?
Maybe into this other room to the right.
Okay. So, this seems to be a colonial-style kitchen with a wooden table and built-in cabinets. At the base of one cabinet, you see a trap door, which, who was it? I think it was Gloria. You realize this is probably to the basement that, or cellar, like cellar/storage that, you figured, like, that you figured would be present. And
Ah, yes. This here must definitely go down to the cellar.
yeah, it's caked in dust and rusty cans, suggesting that nobody's used it for at least several years.
Well, we can either go downstairs or we can go upstairs and see what's causing those
Yeah,
leaks.
you can also split. With some of you going to the
Split the party.
which actually isn't as bad in Call of Cthulhu as it is in
No, I know.
in D&D.
D&D.
So don't be too afraid to, especially when it comes to investigations. Because
I'd really like to see what they built down here.
Okay. So who's going to the basement?
Could head to the
Gloria's gonna
basement
look.
with you.
Okay. So it's gonna be.
Gloria and Frank.
I think I'll follow them too.
Okay.
Well, if everyone's going,
Yep. Then Arnold's gonna follow.
yeah, Arnold's gonna look over his shoulder
Realize.
and realize there's no one else around, and then he's gonna follow them quickly.
Okay. So. You guys can place yourselves.
Graphics performance notification. We have detected that you may be using a supported system or browser, or that hardware acceleration may be disabled due to a setting. I can't see anything except a black screen.
Oh, let me. Yep. I'll place all your characters.
Yeah, it's black.
I dropped mine. You can move mine.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. So, wine bottles and jars of. Oh,
Yeah, I
I
can't
still
see anything.
can't see
son of
anything.
a- You know what? Screw it. I'm turning dynamic lighting off on this one because it does not really matter,
Yeah, I've seen what's outside of the map.
which is nothing.
Yeah.
It's such
So-
a big black square for such a small little room.
Yep, it's because I made them all in the same map template. So
I have
you
access
see
to my token.
wine bottles and jars of spoiled food lining the damp earth walls. From wooden beams on the ceiling hang large roots and mushrooms, emitting a nauseating, swampy odor. Stacked boxes and porcelain tableware pieces wrapped in faded paper fill the shelves of rotten wood. What do you do?
Arnold, are there any wine bottles that are still full?
Make me a luck roll. Yes.
Okay, well, Arnold is gonna go over and peruse through the wine bottles, seeing if there are any, like, super old vintages.
Based on your knowledge, these would probably have, like, they'd be at that point where some of the alcohol is probably further broken down into acetic acid. Like, these are
Oh,
all from, like, this. They look like they're from the 1700s.
Ooh, that is exactly what he is looking for.
Okay.
He's trying to get that shit with the sediment in the bottom of the bottle.
Yeah.
And as you take one of those bottles, you notice that one of the porcelain tableware pieces that's wrapped in that faded paper, there seems to be something drawn on the paper. Or at least there seems to be a sheet of paper, or multiple sheets of paper among them.
Gloria's gonna take a look.
Okay. Do you want everybody to see it? Like, are you gonna show everybody? Or, basically, I'm wondering if I should show to players or just show to you.
I'm just going to look at it. I'm not necessarily showing people at this point.
Okay. Let me give it to you then.
Very odd. I am going to show these to the others.
Okay.
They look like drawings by a child. I wonder if it's that kid out there. Maybe he's been squatting here.
You think a runaway could really survive out here?
I mean, stranger things have happened.
Seems unlikely, but where else would he come from? There's nothing around for miles.
Even though these drawings are from what appear to be a child, they're still pretty disturbing.
Yeah, very strange.
Now, all of you make
Is
me
that
a
one a church?
Didn't
all of you make me a sanity roll. Okay, Frank and Sharpay. You hear strange whispers coming from one of the walls.
I walk over to the wall and I
hear
put my
something.
ear on it.
Join.
Before Sharpay even
Yep, you
says
hear
anything, I
just-
like walk over and put my ear on the wall.
Join the goddess. Join the pig goddess.
Pig goddess? P-I-G goddess?
Yes, that is what you hear. Join the pig
Okay.
goddess. Let nature reclaim what is rightfully hers. Come to me.
Look, who are you?
Come to me. My child. Now,
Where?
Frank and Sharpay, each of you roll me a d4.
What's the command for it again?
Just /R and then 1d4.
Also on the left side, upper left side of the screen, there's like a little dice on the bottom of the tools.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just click that and click the D4.
Okay. So, both of you reduce your sanity by 3.
Yay. Is that the left number that we changed or the
Yeah,
right number?
the left number.
Oh,
Okay.
whoops.
Yeah, so just, so Sharpay, you're at 42. Frank, you're at 52.
Fit it two.
Shoot. Broke my
I
kid.
say under my breath, I say, pig goddess. I fucking hate pigs.
Are you saying something?
What? No, I wasn't saying nothing. What you looking at?
Huh.
Yes, I heard
Carl's
a
just
voice.
gonna be staring at the drawings. You know, this is quite interesting. I wonder if these have something to do with the statue. The beheadings. Looks like there might be something underneath the church.
It does seem possible.
Huh.
Did we see a church on the way in to the into the town when we came up to this building?
You did see a dilapidated looking church, and it was to the west of where you are right now, or east. And so,
Okay.
Sharpay and Frank, you heard the whispers coming from this wall.
Okay. From the easterly wall in the direction of the church,
Precisely, yes.
towards the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
The beheaded one is on fire too. You know,
Like the
maybe
witches.
burning the witches. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do now?
Do we check the upstairs? I say we check the upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, not much else down here.
Okay. Let me.
Are,
I'm gonna.
how many bottles was Arnold able to find? Of sealed old bottles.
Just one.
Okay.
Okay.
Is Arnold a wino?
No, it's an old bottle of wine.
Yep. So
It is a bottle of
place
wine.
yourselves.
But specifically an old bottle of wine in New England where
could be worth lots
wine
of
isn't
money.
wouldn't have been traditionally produced at that point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Arnold is hoping there is maybe some
Actually,
historic
Yeah,
significance.
yeah, it should have been actually in the. It should be like a bootlegger age wine, like maybe 1924.
See, it would be way more fun if it was like the 1700s.
Oh yeah.
But
So
more it's an old bottle of wine.
yeah. So where do you guys want to go?
Figured we.
Yeah, I crack this door open. I peek in.
Okay. So you see that that first room contains antique furniture, and you smell the scent of mothballs. And if you look in the closets, you.
Yeah, I'll go in. Oh,
Oh yeah, go ahead. Move yourself.
it won't let me through,
Oh yeah, let me.
even though I've opened the door.
There you go.
It still won't. Oh, now it will let me. There's still
Yeah,
like
I
a invisible wall though.
Yeah, I had to. Yeah, they're gonna be.
Drag
all-
me in.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Okay.
I'll be
Yeah,
back
you
in
also
row in
see
a
a
second.
large iron stove, the placement of which makes no sense in the context of this map, but this is an abstraction.
Yeah. I don't know.
So, and if you look in the closet, you find some, like, 1910s, 1920s era clothing, including a couple quilts and blankets in quite good condition.
Any hats?
Yeah, you can find a nice 1920s bowler hat.
I put it on immediately.
Roll me appearance.
Okay.
The rest of you guys, when he comes out of the room, he looks like an ass. Like, he's got the hat on in such a weird way.
It's like on sideways.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clearly not the right
Yeah,
way.
and it's a very
I come
poor
out and say,
fit.
I don't,
It's a very
I
poor
say,
fit
how do
for
I
his head.
look?
Like,
It's
I
too
don't think
small.
it suits you.
I'm just gonna
No?
laugh. I'm just laughing at him.
okay.
Man, I throw it on the ground.
And face palming.
Are you trying out for a Charlie Chaplin film?
Oh, burn.
There's some nice quilts in there, though, if any of y'all get cold. They seem like good quality, like they're not deteriorating or nothing.
Yeah. They look old, but, like, yeah, they don't look like
Yeah,
they're, you know,
old, but they're
shredded
still-
or, you know, like...
Exactly. What's in the other dresser or closet, I guess?
More... It basically, you looked in
More of
both,
the
and that's
same.
kind of what you found, yeah.
Okay.
And, yeah, there was the large iron stove that isn't actually where it's
Yeah,
depicted
let
on the
me-
map, but...
Let me look at it. Is like anything interesting about the iron stove? Does it look like it's been used recently or anything?
No, you just note that it's present.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I say there's nothing in there except them old clothes and them quilts. That's it.
So,
Y'all want to move to the next room or?
Yeah, let's
Sure,
keep
why not?
looking.
okay,
I'll pick this one.
okay. You find more of the same, and you also notice an iron stove. But if you look through the closets, you find same thing, like clothing from like early 1900s, basically pre Great Depression, as well as some quilts and blankets. Also,
Yeah, same in here.
Yep.
Nothing interesting.
Also note that even though there isn't a door in this bottom room, that's because I
was
accidentally
just
forgot to add
wondering
one.
that.
That's only because I forgot to
Okay.
add one. That's my fault.
Okay.
Not like an actual, you know.
Yeah.
So
I was
Any
wondering if it was
evidence
gonna be
that-
like a secret wall or something.
nope, no secret, just GM incompetence.
You're good. It's been a while.
Yeah. Also, I was.
Is there anything to suggest? Sorry.
No, go ahead. Oh, are you going in
Sorry,
there?
is there anything to suggest that someone else has been in here recently?
In this room,
Yeah.
you see a. You first off recognize that this bedroom would be. It has the chimney outlet, and it's the only bedroom that doesn't have an iron stove. And if you look around, you can see where one would have been.
Strange.
I bet the mine stoves are probably to heat the rooms in the winter.
Stove.
Yep, and but otherwise
But
it
why
has the
would you
same kind of
move it?
things.
I don't know.
It's pretty heavy just to up and move.
Yeah, you right. You're not wrong about that, girl.
How about this
Dang.
one?
You go in there. You notice this is a large library with hundreds of books and files that are all. It's swollen. They're swollen and mostly rotten from moisture. And on the ceiling, you can see a large mold stain revealing leaks in the roof. There's a large desk that has open drawers, and scattered blank sheets litter the floor. Near the library's shelves sits a chair with several encyclopedia volumes. Someone make me a track roll.
Would this be the room above the stains on the first floor?
Yes.
That we saw? Okay. Maybe my track's not great, but I'll roll. Fuck it.
Yep.
Track roll.
Yep. Any of you guys can roll it.
I know mine's terrible. I guess I could try it anyway.
Gloria, if you wanted to spend 7 luck, you could get a success.
I'm gonna spend 7 luck.
You realize that this area has been rummaged around in recently, and you see small footprints on the cover of the last encyclopedia volume on top of the chair.
Someone's definitely been in here, rummaging around. On the chair. Little footprint. They were standing on the chair. On top of the books.
Standing on it. What were they reaching for?
This map doesn't show it well, but they would have been. That would give. If someone was smaller, that they would have to climb up to get some of the books on the higher shelves of the.
Okay.
Now, folks, somebody or some buddies, make me a library use roll.
I got you there. Oh, I don't got you there.
Good thing your skill is above 50, or that would be a fumble.
Gloria is too grossed out by the rotten books.
Yeah.
To be able to look at them.
I say, what's a library?
I'm back.
Okay, do you want to make a library use roll?
Arnold's gonna run into the room, see books, and fall on his face.
Not only do you
That's
see
good.
books, but they're all rotten and swollen from water and mold damage.
It's my library. Oh, never mind. It's only 20. I'll try to.
Okay. Does anybody want to push the roll?
All right, Gloria is gonna get over her initial disgust and realizing that nobody else knows their way around a library. Take a deep breath and reach for the books again.
Okay. Yeah, so you see that the shelves are very disorganized and that gaps between the books that suggest that the earliest church records, which would be from 1767 to 1768, are missing. Now, if you want to scan through kind of the oldest records available in this room, you can find more. It won't be a roll.
Yeah, I'll tell them that the missing church records are from the earliest years of the town, and then I'll keep looking.
Yeah, some of the earliest. Yeah.
During the witch trials or after?
After, because the witch trials peaked in the late 1600s.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Earliest church records from 1767 to 1768 are missing, but
Okay.
This is going to take about 1 to 2 hours, and as you and other people can join in, this isn't necessary for a roll. You find the oldest records from the late 18th century, so more like 1780s, 1790s. You find notes about cases of demonic possession in the village, though they're not described in detail. As well, Frank, you note that you see mentions. You're looking more at like the construction history of Nazarene's lot, and you note that the church was built over a natural cave. And you know that this type of thing would endanger the Brooks Reservoir project, or could, if it was like fully reported.
Okay.
You're saying the cave would?
Yeah, the existence
The knowledge of the cave underneath the church
yeah.
would
Now
not be great for the dam project.
Yeah. Now, does anyone want to make me a library use roll?
So you're saying it
go
would
again?
ruin the whole damn project?
You're right. It would ruin the whole
Okay, Gloria?
goddamn project.
You focus on the oldest records, and specifically, you find a lot of the ones that are related to Henry Willard, and you notice that the Willard family were settlers from Salem in 1692 during the witch trials. And all of you find that records, like all records, cease in 1930s. In 1930, as the town was kind of finally fully abandoned during the Great Depression. You also note that there's a hatch in the ceiling of the library.
Okay, Gloria, knowing about colonial architecture, would she know that if it was like a standard attic?
Yes, yeah, it would. Seems like it would just be, yeah, like a standard attic.
Well, there's attic access here.
You think
Curious.
there's anything? So go ahead.
It's hard to say if there would be anything up there or not.
No, I was gonna say, you think there's anything else in this room before we go
You
up
get
there?
a feeling that you've gotten everything that you're gonna be able to get from this.
All right, well then let's go. Let's go upstairs. Let's check it out. I'm trying to. What the hell's going on? I'm trying to figure this out.
Okay. So you unlock or unlatch and unlatch the hatch of the ceiling, and a folding ladder kind of descends.
And in Christmas Vacation style, hits Frank in the face.
Exactly. Take D3 damage. No, I'm kidding. That would be a little too mean.
What's that sound? It sounds like a tool chest coming down the stairs.
So,
Oh, shoot.
you notice that there is a very well, first, yeah, you notice that there's a family of crows inhabiting this attic. And there's also a lot of stacked furniture and boxes, as well as a mounted deer head.
Family of crows, do you mean a murder?
Yes. Roll me sanity. No, I'm kidding.
There has been another murder.
So, do you guys, do you want to kind of rummage through the attic?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so
Yep.
among the stacked furniture, you find a framed illustration. Let me- With this note written on it. It's a framed illustration of the old plans of the building and church, which they don't have a handout. Like, they don't have that in the handout because it's not really important, but this little inscription is. If anybody wants to make me a Latin roll, they may. Critical success. Okay, roll me a d10 and you can increase your Latin skill by that.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, now you have 68.
Let's go.
Normally that isn't how it works, but because this is a one-shot, I don't really care.
Yeah, that's huge.
Now, you realize that this translates to he, she, or they lay poisoned.
Oh. Seems to mark the grave of something, and not a happy grave either.
Now, someone make me, any of you guys can make me a spot hidden roll. Oh, that was sleight of hand.
Oh,
Okay.
you're right.
Jeez, you spot this almost immediately.
It didn't matter.
You find a small piece of carved ivory with traces of gold thread, and it's hidden among various shiny objects in the crow's nest. Make me a luck roll.
That was me who got the.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Sharpay. Yeah. You see this little small piece of carved ivory with traces of gold thread. It's hidden among various shiny objects in the crow's nest. The ivory has been carved to resemble a human tooth. Any of you guys can make me a science, medicine, or education roll.
Did you tell me to roll luck?
Yes, I did. And because of that, the crow, you seem to have like some sort of unspoken agreement with the crows, and they're not gonna attack you.
You pull out an incredibly shiny penny and trade them for it.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Hell yeah.
I think that's funny. Does anybody want to make me either science, medicine? Okay, education. You realize that, Arnold, you realize that this is an old dental prosthesis.
Huh.
That they would have, in like the 1700s or late 1600s. This is what they would have for someone with a missing tooth, this is what they would have put in its place.
Interesting.
So there's just
artifact.
a little fake tooth.
Yep.
Yes.
Is there anything?
Is there any
Is it
point
a
in
carvings on
examining
it?
it any further?
No, you don't see anything else about it.
So there's nothing like peculiar,
Just the fact,
An
I mean,
old
it's peculiar
fake
that
tooth.
it's, you know, a 17th or 18th century dental prosthesis.
That's such an old tooth up in the rafters.
Yeah, the crows obviously brought it here from somewhere, but
Well, yeah, but it's odd that the crows were able to bring it here.
yeah. In other words, yeah, it's
Where the hell did they find it?
exactly.
Mm.
So,
Probably at that church.
yeah. Do you guys want to head? Where do you guys want to go?
Well,
guys think we should head to
Arnold
that
would
church
like to
next?
make a pit stop at the cars first.
Okay. Yeah, and you can drive.
if we're-
You can drive to the church.
Yeah, I can't. I ain't got no brakes.
Yeah,
I
luckily,
mean, there's
you
only
still
4
have
of us.
one.
We can all fit.
Yeah.
I'll take you.
Okay. So, there is a covered bridge, an old wooden covered bridge that spans the river on the way to the church. A strong current forms a cloud of foam around the structure, imparting an eerie sense of entering a realm beyond reality. Despite the passage of time, you note that this bridge remains remarkably sturdy, a testament to the craftsmanship of Nazarene Lot's former residents. And it appears wide and robust enough to accommodate the weight of a car or even a van.
Isn't that a Stephen King movie? They drive through a covered bridge into some
Yeah, something like that.
weird demon-possessed town.
But,
What's that movie called?
I don't know.
And Beetlejuice too.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, Arnold's gonna leave the bottle of wine and tooth in the car.
Okay.
Well, I think we're still in the car. I think it's
But,
wide enough to fit us.
Yeah.
Yep. Do you want to drive?
We don't have to. Yeah, I was gonna say we don't
Yeah.
necessarily have to stop here and get out of the car.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, what's your character's name, Heath?
Gloria.
And we're like, why the hell are you stopping, Gloria?
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
it's odd. Well, let's keep going.
Okay. So you're driving?
We're driving.
Okay. Somebody roll me, or actually, Gloria, who's driving? Gloria?
Yeah.
Roll me a drive auto roll.
Jeez. Well,
And we're dead.
You don't see it until it's too late. It is a rusty old van, missing its wheels, positioned transversely, like perpendicular to the bridge, to like the bridge's orientation. And before you can stop, you just boom,
The hell?
and you can see kind of smoke rising from the hood of your vehicle. Like, it's gonna, like, it's not like your vehicle's like busted and won't drive, but like,
It's not doing good.
it's not doing great. Like, you probably don't want to try and, you know, keep going like in this way.
I'm gonna say you probably just disconnected a hose or something. I honestly, best bet is just to turn the car off and let it cool down for a little bit. We might as well walk from here. God damn it!
Yep. Let's see. Somebody... Let's see. You guys keep going, and you don't notice it until it almost seems to appear just like out of nowhere, really. It's eerie. Let me see if I can. So, roll me, everybody, let me, roll something real quick.
Excuse me.
Yeah, no problem. Ooh. You hear a buzzing of insects. And just as you look up, you see that there is a large beehive lurking among the shadows of the ceiling beams.
Oh,
And they start to... Like, this is abnormal behavior from these bees. Like, these aren't Africanized bees, but they suddenly become extremely aggressive and they start coming after you. Now, we're gonna go into, Dex
Okay.
order. So, everybody place your
the
tokens so I can...
dexterity of the bees.
They're basically...
Oh god, not the bees!
Okay, add turn.
The only bees I like are boobies.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so, Gloria, what's your dex?
Let's see. 45.
Okay, 45. Arnold, what about you?
50.
Okay. Frank?
Same. 50.
Okay. Sharpay?
Mine's 60.
Okay. Now, it doesn't really say if there's a dexterity, but it does say that, they are going to start to swarm. You basically have, like, you can't fire at them, for example. Your options
Right.
are to, like, run, try and find a place to, like, try and seal yourself, like a place where they can't get in, or try and stick it through as they sting you. What do you want to do?
Well, what's immediately around me?
Bees.
Aside from the bees,
There's the van that has, no wheels, and it's rusted out, and it looks like the windows are broken. And then there is your car, or, Gloria's car.
I think I'm gonna make a run for the car that has working windows, or windows that aren't broken.
Okay. Yep, you get into the, car. you get stung at least like 3 times, but like it's not like you're allergic, so it just really hurts, and you know it's gonna leave some nasty welts, but you don't take any hit point damage. Frank. What do you want to do?
Yeah, Frank is going to run
Okay, where are you running to?
away.
Okay, so
In-
running further
in-
down.
The bridge, away from everybody,
Okay,
and he is screaming.
okay, the bees are following you. So make me a luck roll. Okay.
I have not rolled good tonight at all.
Oof. Let's see.
Guess you could burn some luck if you really want to.
Uh,
I know you can't burn luck to roll luck.
roll me Constitution. Okay.
Nice.
You you get stung a good amount, but somehow, and a regular success wouldn't have been enough for you, but somehow you don't get stung enough to trigger your, well, you know, because you have it in your background,
Right.
and you just keep
It's
going.
that thick day laborer callous skin.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Arnold, what do you want to do?
Since I'm wearing a heavy scarf, I'm gonna wrap that around my face.
Okay.
Keep my hand
Sorry,
in my
what?
pocket, so I'm just have like a teeny bit for my eyes, and I'm gonna follow Frank.
Okay. Roll me luck. Okay, you managed to not get stung. But you can hear them pursuing you.
Hear the bees on top of the scarf.
Yeah, like you can,
Oh
like they're
God.
loud. They are like crawling over, like they've landed on your clothes.
Terrifying.
Like these are unnaturally aggressive. Like these are just regular honeybees. They're not like hornets or wasps or, you know, killer bees. Gloria, what do you want to do?
Gloria is also running further.
Okay, make me a luck
Tunnel.
roll.
I'm the only one who went for the car.
Yeah. You're
Okay.
little,
Gloria,
only
roll
one
me
that was-
Constitution.
had her wits about her enough to go somewhere safe.
You get stung a good number of times, and you're gonna have some nasty welts, but you're not suffering any severe side effects. Now, Cheese, make me a luck roll.
This is where the bees break through the window. Oh no, that's sanity, my bad.
Okay,
There you
so luckily everybody remembered to keep their windows rolled up. You can see them like on the windshield, on the side of the wind, like the side of the car that you're on the window. They're just like.
My worst nightmare IRL.
Yep, and like Robo, you can hear them like just behind you. Like
Can I also hear Gloria and Arnold behind me?
Yes, barely,
Okay.
but like their sound of their footsteps are almost entirely drowned out by the sound of these angry bees.
Bees. Okay.
Now,
I just keep running until
yeah, you,
I might even do something stupid and run into the woods.
yeah,
That's
you
how scared.
are able to get out of the bridge, out to the other side, and you can see the church. Now, make me a luck roll.
Okay.
Oh, that's a fumble. That is a
Fumble like
fumble.
Fumble Rooski.
You are running, but the bees have caught up with you.
Bees fly up your ass.
And I'm gonna say that
Jesus Christ.
they crawl, like they're able to get onto your head underneath the kind of, you know, the poorly fitting hat that you
Shit. My bowler hat.
yeah, and they start stinging you on the head.
Oh, motherfuckers. Stop. That's my head. What are you doing?
And roll me Constitution again. This time you're gonna need a harder extreme. Okay, you don't have an attack of asphyxiation, but you take 4 damage. As you get out and the swarm finally stops attacking you. Now, Arnold, what are you gonna do?
Seeing Frank being swarmed by the bees, I'm gonna go over and see if he's okay.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
like dropped to the ground.
Yeah,
and
roll
I'm
me
like
luck.
grabbing my head.
Roll me luck. Okay, roll me Constitution. Okay.
I just yell, "Get away from me!" Oh, that's not too bad. Actually, I don't know what's happening. I don't even know what that means. Hello? I can't hear anybody.
No one said anything.
Yeah.
Okay. I just looked over on Kyle's stream and he was talking.
Oh yeah. I can't hear him either.
Still can't hear you. It was randomly like he rolled the dice and then just stopped talking after the dice roll.
Yeah.
I've been having audio issues lately too, so I thought it was my shit, but I could still hear the game music, so that's why I was like, I don't know, maybe it's not me.
Let's see. How's that?
Oh, there.
Well,
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
just had to
now.
unplug and
Hear you.
replug in my mic for some reason.
Okay.
So, Gloria, make me or Gloria, what do you want to do?
What happened with?
Yeah, what happened with
Arnold?
Arnold?
'Cause
Oh,
you
Arnold,
cut out
you
right
took
after
1
you-
damage, but you're out of the swarm.
Okay. Can I say that I took off my scarf, beat the bees off of Frank, and then pulled us both out?
Yes.
Alright, and I'm rolling luck.
Yeah, just
Arnold, while
are you
he's
going-
doing that, is
okay. Roll me
just gonna
Constitution.
yell.
Okay, you're fine. You got a couple more stings, but you managed to get out without like anything serious. And we can go out of initiative order unless Sharpay wants to get out while the bees are still swarming and try to move.
No, I think that would
Okay.
probably not be a good idea.
So it takes about like 2-3 minutes, and you're in the car, and you're just the buzzing of bees, like that's all you can hear for about 3 minutes, and then all of a sudden they stop, and they just go back. They kind of retreat into their hive.
We're just standing around like, where's Sharpay?
Did she run back to the car?
I hope so.
Honestly, probably the smartest thing that any of us could have done. I'm allergic to bees. I could have just died right there.
Yeah, and you can feel your throat kind of starting to close up a little.
I'm allergic to bees. I couldn't.
Like, you're not gonna suffocate, but you can definitely feel that, like, it's harder to breathe.
And as someone who has actually gone through that shit's fucking terrifying.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not actually allergic to bees, but holy fuck, I can't even imagine that shit.
It is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
horrible.
yeah. I mean,
Like,
Anything
it's
that-
literally just all of your muscles just slowly start tensing up really,
Ugh.
yeah,
really bad.
yeah, because it's like basically basically all of your, like, the kind of constrictors around your trachea that allow you to normally breathe just, like, start to tighten and make that, you know, that entrance to your lungs smaller and smaller, so it becomes harder and harder to breathe.
Yeah. I don't
And
ever
so-
want
Yeah,
to experience that.
well, you're experiencing that to a lesser extent right now. It's not gonna be fatal,
Yep.
but, like, it's gonna be rough
Fucking
if you
hate
don't,
bees.
like, if nobody has an EpiPen or anything like that, or if nobody performs first aid.
It's starting to get a little hard to breathe. I might need some help.
Sharpay, the bees have gone. What do you want to do?
Yeah, so you just see me. I'm just going to very slowly open the door and kind of peek out, make sure the bees are gone. And then I'm just gonna casually walk over to you guys. Like nothing happened.
Yep,
You see me laying on the ground and fucking I'm sure friggin' Arnold is like kneeled over me,
Yeah, just
and then Gloria's standing looking at me as well.
Frank, alright?
Can you help
he
me?
got stung quite a bit.
I'm allergic. My lips are starting to get a little swollen.
yeah, as are your eyes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
someone
think
can make me a first aid roll.
I know first aid. I'm just trying to think how to. So would I be carrying
Yeah, you might. You
an
would have.
EpiPen on me? Like what would?
Yeah, you might like. I imagine with your knowledge and just knowing, like, you'd want to be. You're the type who would want to be prepared, so you probably have like a basic first aid kit, and that would have, like, you know, a shot of epinephrine.
I think he's having an allergic reaction. Hang on, there should be something in this first aid
Hard
kit.
success. So you can feel your throat, like, it's not instant, but you can feel your throat slowly start to kind of open back up,
Let go. Yeah.
and you can, over the next little bit, you can regain all of those hit points, since they weren't due to, like, physical damage so much as they were to just extreme allergic reaction.
Awesome.
But that
Give you a pill for the swelling too.
yeah, but that experience was very harrowing. Like, you guys
Oh yeah.
should all make me a sanity roll. Now, Sharpay, since yours is technically lower than 50, that should be a fumble, but it doesn't matter in this case because it's a 0/1. So, let's see, who didn't make one? Arnold needs to still make. Oh, we'll get to it later when he comes back. But all of you, lower your sanity by 1. As you guys have probably, you know, been around bees enough to kind of know that they're not, especially honeybees, they're not aggressive. Like, yeah, if you hit their nest around or, like, you know, get really close or step on them, like, they'll sting you. But, like, this was
They're
something
not
else.
usually like that.
Yeah, this was
Yeah.
something else. It was like they were being coerced or kind of something like that. That's what it felt like. And you felt this overwhelming sense of foreboding. Like, just the oppressive atmosphere of this place.
I get the feeling those bees were directed at us somehow.
Now, you guys, you can see the church from here. It's Renaissance Gothic style, and it appears to be made out of granite. What do you guys want to do?
Let's go in before more bees show up.
I hope they got pews in there, because I need to sit down after that bullshit.
Okay.
Thank you, Sharpay, for saving my life.
Couldn't let you die out here.
I owe you.
Okay. Now, the church stands on a rocky promontory where not even moss has ventured to grow. Only a thin line of stones, misshapen by time, remains of the surrounding wall. 4 worn steps lead up the entrance arch. The battlemented roof resembles that of a medieval castle, with a central rosette of 4 petals in its tower. Only remnants of the stained glass windows remain, half buried by time. And you notice a man, an old man, walking around the perimeter. And
He's a man.
he just keeps shouting out, "Layla! Come here, girl! Come here, girl!" And he looks to be very disoriented.
Is he like walking around or something, or
Yeah,
is he just standing still
No,
yelling?
he's like walking around.
Is he walking towards us?
He doesn't seem to be like. He seems to be like disoriented. He's not
Meandering.
Like, yeah, like meandering, but it looks like he's disoriented. Like.
I'm gonna say, excuse me, sir. You okay? You look lost.
He turns towards you, and you notice that his eyes are cloudy, like he's
Blind.
probably He's got a bushy beard, and he kind of smiles, and he kind of turns, and he's like, "Sorry, stranger. What brings you out here? Not a lot of visitors to this here area. I'm just looking for my guide dog. You know, my eyes don't work, but hers do, and without her, it's not exactly easy getting around these parts." He looks to be in his 80s.
How'd you get out here?
I actually live in a cabin not too far from here, on the same side of the river. I live mostly off the land and my animals, but occasionally the Forest Service supplements me with some basic provisions. Lived here for a while. I know the ins and outs of this place.
You know about any kids around here? Playing pranks on people?
Anything unusual?
I
Any unusual people around here?
Well, I definitely, at Finn's old farm, I heard a group of children singing and making noise a few weeks ago, but haven't heard from them since. But even blind, I get this sense that there's someone out there watching us. Layla noticed it as well, so it's not just me. You guys all seem like nice folk. How'd you like to come back to the cabin just for a bit. We can talk. If you want to know more about this area, I can tell you a whole lot. And I have some nice little. I love being any chance to talk to people. You know, it gets a bit lonely out here sometimes.
At the very least, we can at least help you get home.
Yeah, thank you. And if you are really trying to, you know, spend time around here, if you see a Labrador Retriever, that's probably my girl. If you can send her back my way, if you find her, it'd be a
You said her name's Layla?
Yep. Laila.
All right, I'll keep an eye out for her.
Okay. So do you guys want to? So you're gonna lead him back to his cabin?
Yep.
It's not very far. It's like a 10-minute walk. But, and his cabin, it looks nice. Like, it's not dilapidated or anything like that. Like, it looks like it's been kept up decently. There's some farm animals, some chickens, like, but, he's like, come in, take a seat, let old Mr. Payne tell you all about this, Nazarene's lot.
I'm sorry, your name is?
Brandon Payne.
Max Payne. Sorry.
No, Max is my brother. But yeah, you guys, if you have any questions, if you want to know more about Nazarene's lot, I've been around here for all my life. You guys.
You said he seems about 80.
He looks to be.
Looks 80. Okay. This town, at least what we've seen of it so far, seems a little unusual.
Oh yeah. It's a ghost town now. The Great Depression saw the demise of the sawmill, and so everybody who lived here had to go seek better fortunes elsewhere. A lot of them went to Boston. And then just a year later, the last priest closed the church and the sacristy and left. Never came back. Of course, I wasn't there. That was before a good 15, 18 years before I was even born.
Okay.
But
that doesn't make sense. How old are you?
let me do the math. Let's see. So that'd be...
He starts counting on his fingers.
I'm 35.
Wait.
Good lord.
I pull out my gun and point it at him. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do that.
Don't be
Good
rude.
lord.
I don't do
These
that.
winters have been so harsh on you.
Yeah, I mean, it's been...
Wait, what? Oh, hold on. What year were you born?
1948.
And what
Where are the
year do you think
1980s?
it is now?
It's 1983.
I will
got
reiterate,
a
these New
calendar?
England winters seem to have been absolutely devastating towards you.
Yeah, I know.
You look like you're 80. You're 5 years younger than me.
Well, thank you for the kind words. You get the feeling if you keep disrespecting him, he's probably not going to want to help you out with more information.
I just
You're being rude.
stop talking about it. I'm sorry, sir. I just,
Believe
I
me,
think I got...
nobody knows better than me. It's something about this
I got
place.
the wrong impression.
He's just got a rugged look.
Thank you, but it really is something about this place. It's just
Why have you
draining on
stayed
the
here?
soul. Don't have anywhere else to go.
That's fair.
Now, do you want to know more about this place or not?
Oh, absolutely.
So, here's what I'll tell you. I've got this list of bullet point notes. He, like, pulls out a sheaf of paper and kind of licks his fingers as he turns to one of the pages. So, that town,
Give
Nazarene's
us a
lot.
slideshow.
Oh, yeah. Allow me to show you my slideshow presentation.
He just
Hear
pulls
the-
out one of those really old
Yeah.
picture
Yeah.
reel
Yeah, like
things
the-
where you click through the different
Yeah,
pictures.
he goes, click. Nazarene's lot appears, well, first established in the late 17th century, was a lumberjack settlement. Then about 100 years later, it was one of the most prosperous areas in the region for a brief period until some sort of disease claimed the lives of most of the people here in about 1765. Legend has it the disease was the result of a witch's curse. And he kind of wiggles his fingers.
I'm just imagining that his presentation is just complete scribbles.
Yeah. Now, more recent...
But he doesn't know.
No, he does not. But actually, we'll get to it. Now, more recently, like, you know, in the past couple months, or well, for about the past, you know, hikers used to explore the area, you know, the kind of classic ghost town exploration, all fun, and you know how people love that stuff. But it's been a while since any have come here. I haven't seen any in at least a couple months. But as I told you, I did hear a group of children singing and making noise at Finn's old farm a few weeks ago. But ever since then, I feel like somebody's watching me, and I got no privacy. And my dog Layla noticed a presence as well. But and then he clicks the thing, and then he's like, "Oh." And this is just a little piece of I do embroidery as a hobby. So, and you see on the on like the little projector screen, you should see it in be able to see it now. He slides through a couple of them. They mostly depict landscapes and wildlife, yet amidst all of these images, there's a recurring motif. A figure with a skull-like visage.
I lean over to Frank and say, "This looks a bit like the drawing, the skull."
Now,
And I pull out the drawing at the same time. You're right. It's the same thing.
what do you guys want to do? Do you want to ask him about it, or?
Yeah, I bring it up casually, like,
Well-
this is so interesting. The man with the skull. What's the skull for?
Well, truth is, I was blinded very young, and, but somehow through embroidery I'm able to see. There's this weird figure that haunts my dreams every night, and somehow when I'm doing my embroidery, I see again, but that's all I see is the nature and wildlife, and then this figure that I see in my dreams.
It appears to me to be death.
Very well could be. I don't know. I just...
Have you ever seen a headless figure in your dreams?
One that's burning.
There have been occasional nightmares of burning and a headless figure, but this is the main one.
Have you heard about something buried underneath the church? Or a cave underneath the
The
church?
church was built over a natural system of caves.
Do you think something could be in those caves?
I mean, it's possible. Maybe that's where the witches are. And he does the kind
Fingers again?
Yeah, like the... like he's clearly kind of taking the piss.
Yeah, he's hamming it up.
Yeah. But like, someone can make me like a psychology roll.
Nope.
Actually, I think I got good psychology or psychoanalysis.
I would allow either one, but okay, Frank, you realize that though he's kind of treating the kind of witchcraft and, you know, mystic shit like a joke, and Sharpay, you also realize this, like, he also seems deeply, like, truly deeply unsettled by it, like, way more than if he just purely
Actually a
believed
joke.
it was just kind of ghost stories.
Mm-hmm. I look at Sharpay and I can kind of see the look on her face, and I say, "You thinking what I'm thinking?"
He's serious about this.
At least to a certain extent.
Okay.
There's something going on here. And I wave my hand to the image of the embroidery. I said, "Look at that." He said he's.
Sorry, go ahead.
I just kind of lean in. I go, "He said he's been blind since he was little. How could he be able to see this?"
You're right, it doesn't make sense.
He slaps his knees. Well, that
There's something
concludes my
supernatural going on.
slideshow presentation. I'm sorry I don't have any gift baskets, but that's
No.
all I've got. I hope that
No gift basket necessary.
that you've learned a bit about this area, and I hope you find whatever you're looking for.
I hope we find your dog for you, sir.
Thank you. I hope she's safe. You never know out in the woods what's lurking out there. Okay. What do you guys want to do now?
I guess head back to the church,
Okay.
maybe?
Yeah, let's head towards the church.
Okay.
Seems like the most logical place to go.
Yeah, unless that farm is close, or is that not part
No,
of
that's
the...
that's kind of in the opposite. That's like further beyond the church.
Ah.
Okay, so
First then farm.
you go into the church, and you notice there are bare beams exposing much of the roof, serving as nesting grounds for bats. Remnants of battered furniture lie half hidden under debris and guano. A quick glance inside reveals recent excavation near the altar. Someone has removed one of the heavy floor slabs, exposing an opening in the floor. Someone, or any of you can make me an intelligence roll. Okay, Arnold, you piece this puzzle together right away. Like, it takes you 15 seconds. You find the inscription, an inscription that says, "Here lies Henry Willard, 1713 to 1765. Curse of Nazarene's Lot. Adjacent to the slab pieces lies an old hoe, H-O-E, dried
calling a
corn
hoe.
cobs, and children's footprints smeared with dung. From the open floor hole emanates the putrid smell of a sealed tomb, and you hear the barking of a dog.
That's
That might be Layla.
Do any of you think you would carry, like, rope? Like climbing rope?
I'd probably have rope back in my truck.
Okay. We can...
Would
Sorry, go
could
ahead.
Arnold's scarf be used as a rope?
It is not long enough in this case.
Darn.
But if you want to go back to your truck,
So the dog barking is coming from the hole.
yes.
Yeah, I say shit. That's gotta be Layla. I got rope in my truck. Just give me a minute. I'll go grab it.
Isn't that a pretty far walk back?
I'll run.
Okay, you're gonna go
I
alone?
wonder if the old man would have rope.
Lamp oil?
What's closer?
Rope? Bombs? You would have to go back through the, covered bridge.
Through the bees?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you could ask the old man.
I run to I get to the door of the church and I stop and I turn around to the group. I said, I just remembered I definitely don't have a rope. I think maybe we should go ask the old man if he got a rope.
I
Okay.
don't have an EpiPen to save you again
Yep.
anyway.
How, are all of you going, or...
Y'all just stay here, make sure the dog's okay. I'll be back.
Okay,
Warrior's gonna save the church.
Robo, roll me a spot hidden.
Well, he didn't.
Okay, you don't notice.
Uh-oh.
That you're being stabbed in your back. No, I'm just kidding.
You hear the drawing of a string, and then you hear kind of a snap. And you just hear like the voice of a teenage girl. Shit.
I turn towards the voice, like in the
You
direction.
catch the briefest glimpse of what looks like a 14-year-old girl wearing like a Japanese-style rabbit mask. And just as quickly as you see her, she's gone.
Goddamn punk kids.
And you make it to Brandon's cabin, and he says, "Do you tell him that you might have found his dog?"
Yeah, I say, I think we found Layla. We went into the church and there's a hole in the ground and we can hear a dog barking in the hole. So, do you have a rope?
Yeah. I'm so glad you found poor Layla. I hope she's all right. He gives you
I do too.
about 25 foot of thick rope.
Okay. That thick rope.
Yep. Okay, so you let's see. Make me another spot hidden.
Alrighty. A second. Shit.
Okay. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to find the...
You're good.
Where... Okay. Let's see. You just hear this, like... Okay. You hear, like, the sound of a sling being loaded, and then you're hit in the head. And you take 1 damage.
Son of a bitch! What the?
You look in the direction that it came from, and you don't see anything.
Hey, who the hell's out there? Why you messing with me?
Yeah, and by the way, by now you've gotten all of the health that was taken from the bees, so...
Yeah, so I went up to max and now I'm down 1 from that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would have been funny if that had been 4 damage.
And it killed me.
Well, it wouldn't kill you, because if you haven't taken a major wound and you get reduced to 0 HP,
Oh, that's right.
then you fall unconscious. So you get back to the church and you've got the rope. How do you guys want to do this?
Before as I'm walking in, I'm gonna be like, man, I swear to God, them kids, they be messing with me. First, I think one of them tried to shoot me with an arrow or something. They missed. The second one hit me in the fucking head with a rock. Anyways, I got the rope.
You said you saw kids out there?
Yeah, I saw a little girl wearing a weird, I guess it kind of looked Japanese, but it was like a rabbit face. It was weird. I don't know.
So there's more than one now?
This guy, it sounds like we got a Children of the Flies situation or something. Lord of the
mean,
Flies.
you said Children of the
probably
Flies.
the same.
I know, I'm an
kids.
idiot.
So,
I feel like it's perfect for Frank's character.
Yeah. He would say Children of the Flies. Sorry, go ahead.
yep. So how do you guys want to do this? Because yeah, how do you guys want to do this? Like, how do you want to use the rope?
I mean,
Is the whole look.
For some reason, I have a really high climbing skill, so I think maybe I might volunteer and say that I have experience climbing.
Okay, so
Hell yeah.
Assuming I could fit in the hole.
yeah. I mean, this.
well, Arnold's gonna go around, check some of the windows, see if there's anything that he can tie the rope to.
Yeah, I'll say that there's like a pew that looks like reasonably sturdy. You imagine, unless you were really unlucky, that this would probably hold.
Okay. Tie one end of the rope to that.
Okay, and you guys go down.
Do I need to roll for
Nope.
anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Yep,
The
you guys are
Sharpay
just descending
falls
down the rope.
to her
Good
death.
thing I didn't.
So, yep, you guys, the floor in here is littered with animal bones and primitive tools. This crypt seems...
I'm assuming we
it's
have flashlights.
I would imagine so, yeah, like... And you need them, because it's nighttime
1980s torch style
Yeah.
lights.
Yeah,
Just a big.
Yep, this crypt is a natural cave, where it looks like the earliest residents, like in the 1700s, would dispose of the remains of dead animals and broken hunting tools. And Now you notice that, excuse me, dozens of iron crosses of various sizes hang from the cave walls. And you see a Labrador Retriever, as well as a young boy.
Is he huddled? Is he standing there? Or...
He is huddled at the back next to a heap of corncob scraps and a bucket of water. Everybody roll me a d6. Or not a d6, roll me sanity. Okay. If you pass, roll me a d4. If you failed, roll me 1d6. Okay, Arnold and Frank, you lose... And then reduce your max sanity by whatever you rolled. And let me know if any of you get past your threshold for indefinite insanity.
How do I
threshold
easily
again?
roll?
It's a fifth of your starting sanity. If you lose more than a fifth of your starting sanity in a single, like, kind of day. How do you roll? Just, like, you can just slash R and then, like, and then just 1d4.
Okay. Is that total sanity, or...
What your original sanity was, it should actually say on your character sheet.
Number on the right or number on the left?
If number on the left, if you look at, yeah, so, like, for example,
Right is
Frank,
max sanity, and left is the sanity that you have.
Yeah, so whatever sanity you started with, if you lose a fifth of that, like 1/5, then you go indefinitely insane. If you lose more than 5 in a single go, then you are you suffer a temporary, like, a bout of madness.
Do I lose 2 sanity, I guess?
Oh, Frank, your starting sanity should have been 45. So then you would be at 42.
My starting sanity was 55.
Oh, yeah, that was my bad. That was a typo. So, how much did you lose here? 3? So you were
I
at...
was at 55, and then I dropped it to 52.
Okay, so then you lose another 3. So your max sanity was 45. That was my fault. And so you've lost a total of 6. So then that brings you to 39. So if you lose another 3, then you will go indefinitely insane. Okay, so all of you...
That's cool.
You guys... There is a lingering presence of there's just a malevolent aura to this whole place that's just particularly saturating this cavern. You get these grotesque visions assaulting you. You see the crosses that are hanging, oozing blood. You feel the ground trembling beneath your feet.
There's something very wrong here.
Who are you?
Are you asking
To the little boy.
He seems... He's like, what? Who, what? Huh? What?
I'm going to try to approach him slowly and ask if he's hurt.
Make a someone needs, if you're gonna kind of, someone needs to make me a successful psychoanalysis roll.
Can I do psychology?
It would have to be
What's that be?
psychoanalysis.
Okay, well.
Because this is basically, psychology is like discerning what they're thinking. Psychoanalysis is like to kind of help someone or kind of get through to someone.
Well, that's not me then.
Like if you're dealing with someone who's kind of... Okay.
No, Arnold doesn't have it.
Does anybody else
Yeah,
want to
but-
grab one?
I bet the person that has it isn't here right now, because my psychoanalysis is 1. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
definitely
so-
not rolling it.
Let me see. No, okay, so Arnold, do you want to push that roll? You don't have to.
No.
Okay.
No, the kid seems really, really out of it. I'm more interested in seeing what the dog is doing.
What the dog doing? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Cool. Yeah, no, I'm
Yep,
passing
so-
that one.
first, I'm just gonna roll something real quick. You guys, suddenly, they're... Let's see, let me find the... Let me find the right... All of a sudden, out from under the piles of bones, rats start to scurry out. You see at least 15 of them. Now, let's see. Who hasn't placed their character token? Cheese?
Well, then.
No worries. Okay. What is everybody's dex again?
45 for Gloria.
Okay. 45.
50 for Arnold.
Okay. 50.
Mine is 60
Okay. Yours is 60.
for Sharpay.
Yep. And then Frank.
What was the question?
Dexterity.
Okay.
It's 50.
Okay. 50. And
I'm
then
I'm still reeling on this fucking dropping my sanity from 55 to 45.
that
I'm
is-
still like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of upset about it. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sorry.
'Cause
That
it went from being like 6 to 7 points needing to be lost to lose my sanity permanently to
Yep, that
3
is-
points.
that is completely my fault. It
Yeah,
actually
it's
would have
pretty
been
rough.
it actually would have been only 2 points difference because it would have been
Okay,
9
so
versus
it would have been
11.
5 points instead of
3.
3 points.
Yeah. So
That's still
yeah, it's not nice. And
no,
I
yeah, it
deeply
is what it
apologize.
is, I guess.
But it is a one
It's
shot.
alright.
It's a one shot.
No,
Plus,
no.
playing an
I
insane
know.
investigator is fun.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, and then
Until I do like last time and pull out my fucking gat and start blasting at the teammates.
that was actually cool though. Okay, so the rats.
Like,
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm only 3 points away from
Who has the lowest luck?
going insane now, too.
yeah, it's looking rough for all of us. My luck's 43.
Okay.
Mine's 55.
Mine's 55.
55?
48.
Okay.
I got the lowest luck then.
Okay, so they
I think you
this
used them,
these
too.
rats are
Yeah.
they're gonna come after you. Do you want to dodge or fight back?
How many? You said there's like 15 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna fight back, because you're a, or actually no, it wouldn't matter for fighting back. But
I think I'm gonna. I don't know. I think I'm gonna just run. Or like
dodge.
Yeah, I'm gonna dodge. Where's the dodge button?
Let me roll mine. My attack first.
Okay.
They failed, so it doesn't. As long as I mean, it doesn't matter even if you fail, because it's basically a tie.
Is there a dodge roll?
Yeah. It's usually
I see
half
it.
it's half your dex. So, luckily, it doesn't matter in this case.
Okay.
But something's wrong with the dog. She seems to be. She's like growling and almost foaming at the mouth. This time I'm gonna roll a d4 going from left to right, just to be... Or actually going from right to left just to be nice, because I don't feel like, you know, ganging up on one person. So Sharpay, what do you want to do? Do you want to fight back or do you want to dodge?
Oh no, Layla's attacking you.
The dog's coming after me, darn.
Yeah.
She's
lunging for you, trying, like, her jaws are open wide, frothing at the mouth.
I think I'm going to try to dodge.
Okay. And just for everybody to remind you, dodge, as long as you equal or succeed the attacker's type of success, then you're good. Fighting back, if you exceed their level of success, then you get to deal damage to them. But in fighting back, ties go to the attacker. So, yeah.
Could I actually try to roll brawl and see if I could
That would
somehow
be fighting back.
restrain the dog instead of fighting back or dodging?
That would be something you would do on your initiative. So, roll me a dodge.
Okay, so, yeah.
Okay, so this dog lunges and, like, grabs onto your thigh and just crunches in, and you can just, like...
I guess I can't push that.
You can't push combat rolls. You could spend 46 luck, but...
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, let's see.
I think I want to do that.
Luckily, it's just 1 point shy of giving you a major wound, so you take 6 damage as this dog bites into your thigh. And it is your turn.
That puts me at 8.
Yeah. If it had been 7 damage, then you would have taken a major wound. But, let's see, what is your build? Your build is 1. So any fighting maneuvers that you do against this dog will give you you'll get a bonus die. So what do you want to do?
I think I'm going to try to wrestle this dog into submission.
Okay, make me a brawl roll with a bonus die. So you'll roll. So just roll brawl. Oh, extreme success. So you tell me how you do this.
Let's see. Well, I'm going to, once the dog, clamps down on my leg, that's when I reach with both hands and grab it by the collar.
Yep, and
I'm assuming it has a collar.
yeah.
And then
And I can say that because
throw
you,
myself on the dog.
yep,
I'm gonna keep it in a headlock.
yep, and because you get max damage on an extreme, you would get 7 damage. But because you're specifically restraining it, I'm going to say that because you reduce the dog to 0, but you don't kill it, you've knocked the dog out, and like as soon as she's unconscious, the kind of frothing stops, and it's like something was possessing her. Now, Arnold, what do you want to do? There's still this group of rats that have attacked Frank.
Well, I do not have good fighting.
You
at
will
all.
get a bonus die against, or actually, what's your build?
My build is 0.
Okay, so you'll get 1 bonus die in any sort of fighting attack.
I guess I'm gonna go stomp at the rats.
Okay.
Nope.
Roll me a bonus die. Okay, yeah, you step for them, but like, they're just too fast. Frank, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna start like stomping and kicking as well.
Okay, what's your build?
Let me see. Where is that?
Thunder combat.
Yeah.
Under
Click on
combat.
combat.
Build 1.
Okay, so these have a build of -1, so you're gonna get 2 bonus die. So
Okay.
roll brawl with 2 bonus die.
Do you want me to roll these hands or just
it
the
does-
brawl skill?
I would say roll these hands just because it'll automatically give us. You won't have to roll separately for the damage.
All right, cool.
Okay. So then roll me a bonus
man.
die,
I have not rolled well at all.
and then roll me another one.
tonight.
Okay. Okay, that's a 1. So you got a 15. So you got a 15, which is a success. You managed to, with the heel of your boot, just stomp the heads in of 2 of these rats. So there's 13 left.
Goddamn dirty motherfuckers.
Okay,
I'm
Gloria,
sick
what
of
do you
all
want?
these motherfucking rats in this motherfucking church.
Yep. Now,
Yeah, Glory's gonna start stomping.
okay. Roll me. What's your build?
0.
Okay, so you're gonna only get 1 bonus die. Oh. But roll me a bonus die, cause oh, that's
Oh my god, no.
oh no. Yeah, that's still 100, cause it's 000. So you fumble. I'm gonna say that you trip, and they're gonna attack you on their next turn.
Oh boy.
Damn. That sucks.
Like to imagine you slip on one of the other stomped rats.
Yeah,
And
yeah, like you slip on the
fall
frame.
down right in front of them.
Ugh.
Okay, they fail. So, luckily, you're okay. And Layla has been taken out of the picture. She's been subdued.
Oh my gosh. Excuse me.
Sharpay, what do you want to do?
How many rats are left?
13. You have a feeling if you... Basically, like, you have a feeling like with any successful attack you do, you're going to be able to kill at least 1 or 2 of them.
Is there something I can quickly improvise as a weapon on the ground?
Roll me luck.
Alrighty.
Note that it will still use the same skill. Okay, you find just put improvised weapon in your gear. Let's just say it's like, let's say one of the crosses has
in like
fallen
a-
loose, and it's a decently heavy one.
I was gonna say a brick, but that's a better idea.
And yeah, it's decently heavy because it's an iron cross, and it'll do 1d4 plus damage bonus. But it'll still use fighting brawl. So
Alright, well, I'm going to bash it with.
Okay. Yep. And what's your build? Is it 1 or 0?
I believe it was 1.
Okay, so you'll get 2 bonus die.
Actually, you know what? I have a knife.
Yeah, you can use
I'm
that.
just gonna use my knife.
Okay, yep. That's also fighting brawl. With 2 bonus die. Okay. So, hard success, you kill another 2 of them. So there's 11 left.
Fuck him up.
Arnold, what do you want to do?
Can Arnold get that cross?
Yeah. And it'll be 1d4 plus your damage bonus. And your build is 0, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you'll only get 1 bonus die.
Yeah,
Yep.
we'll say instead of me grabbing it, I kick it over to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, roll me a
let
bonus
roll
die.
that bonus die.
Oh, perfect. 18 under 25. You kill another 2 of them. So now there's 9
Nice.
left. Frank, what do you want to do?
I see Sharpay pull out her knife, and I'm like, oh, it's one of them types of parties. And so I pull out my knife as well.
Okay.
My
Roll me,
pocket knife.
roll me a brawl, and since your build is 1, you'll get 2 bonus die. Oh, but let's just see if you get an extreme. Well, actually, it really doesn't matter in this case. You kill another 2 of them, and with that, now that over half of their kind of original number has been killed, it seems like whatever was taking hold of them kind of loosens its grip, and and the remaining ones scatter. And now all that's left in here
Get out of here,
is
you freaks.
the kind of knocked out Labrador and the 14-year-old boy in the corner. Or not corner, but in the back of the
Yeah.
chamber. I will allow
Gloria's gonna
I will
get
allow
up to
one
her
of you
feet.
to try psychoanalysis again.
Alright,
And if
Arnold.
if multiple of you are helping, I'll give you up to 2 bonus die if 2 of you are helping, and you have at least 40 to 50 in like either charm or persuade. You don't have to roll it, but basically you'll get 2 bonus die if you have 2 kind of charismatic.
Well, I mean, I have
people helping you.
55 in persuade.
Okay, so then you'll get a bonus die, at least 1.
Yeah, unless my psychology can help, there's nothing I can do.
Okay. So yeah, roll psycho. Okay. And then roll a bonus die.
Can I just let me roll that bonus die?
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 9 luck.
Okay. So you manage to. He starts. Initially his response are erratic. His speech is disjointed. And his thoughts seem scattered. But you're able to kind of get him to calm down a bit, and you get him to take some deep breaths, and he slowly corrects himself, but his eyes are wild. He's seen some shit,
Yep.
but he will talk to you.
Alright. Now, son, what in the hell is going on here?
Oh god, it's horrible. It wasn't my fault. I didn't know that would happen. I didn't know what would happen. I didn't know that would
I'm
happen.
not saying that you would know what would happen, but what did happen?
Okay, so my friends and I persuaded them we wanted to get out of the orphanage. It was terrible out there. And so I heard about this farm, Finn's farm, and I suggested we just flee in the forest, we go to the farm, and we take refuge in there. And we would stay in there until the orphanage search was stopped. But there's something unnatural, or there was, just our very first night sleeping there, we all had the same dream, a nightmare of a spectral figure suggesting the existence of hidden treasure beneath the ruins of the old church. next morning we woke up, we all noted we had the same dream, and we decided to go to the church in search of this treasure. That's when we found the bones.
Found the bone zone.
We found the bones, and
I mean,
me and Charlotte, we were
Arnold gesturing around. There's a lot of bones here.
No, not
kid.
these bones.
You're gonna have
No, these were the bones of a person. And
Arnold just rolls his eyes.
Charlotte, because like all of these bones are from animals that you see. All the bones you can see are from like dead farm animals that.
Rolls his eyes. Wow, so they're interesting bones.
Okay, you're pushing your luck.
Please. Sorry, kid. Just anthropologist. Human bones are far more interesting than whatever else is down here. Please continue.
That's why he said they found the bones and they were human bones. But Charlotte and I were arguing what we were gonna do with them, and I mean, I was always kind of we were always kind of vying for the top dog of the group. But there was something evil with those bones. And so, in our argument, in the heat of the moment, I ended up hurling them into the pigsty, which pissed Charlotte off real bad. And then, she changed. She became more, well, all of them became more aggressive and obsessed with this place. And Charlotte told me there was something here. She gotten me a present, and then I was going in the church, and she just pushed me down in here. And I haven't been able to get out.
Well, we're here now, buddy.
Don't make me go back. I won't go back.
We're not gonna make you go back.
You think that old man would take him in until we figure out what's going on here?
I mean, old man definitely would enjoy the company, and especially since we're returning his dog to him.
Okay. So you guys
Well, his
want
dog acting a little strange too, so.
You noted that her symptoms seemed reminiscent of rabies, but a closer look seems like as soon as she was kind of subdued and kind of the equivalent of knocked out, all of the symptoms ceased.
Hope it's not rabies. I got bit.
So, you guys, what do you want to do?
I think we should go back to the guy's cabin so I can get this wound cleaned up real quick.
And take his dog home.
And they
Okay.
take the
So-
dog and the boy back.
Yeah, so, if you, who's going to be the first to climb?
I forgot we were in a hole.
You have the rope dangling, but who's going to be the first?
I'll go first.
Someone's strong enough to lift the boy and the dog out after.
Yeah, I'll
Because
go first.
basically the first person is going to be able to like assist the others on their way out as well.
Yeah,
So
I'll go first.
Yeah, make me a luck roll.
Haven't fucking rolled a goddamn success, like maybe 2 successes tonight.
Remember that I said the pew seemed very sturdy, and unless you were really unlucky, it would hold?
Oh no.
Well, I guess we are unlucky.
Yeah, so the rope just like, you don't get hurt. You just feel it slack, and
You pull the rope, the pew breaks, and then the rope just falls down.
Yeah. Now it's gonna be like, you're gonna need to climb out, and you're probably gonna have to do it. You're gonna need to be assisted. And you'll probably be able to re-secure the rope, or even when one of you gets out, kind of like anchor the rope to yourself to help everybody else. So who wants to be the one to make?
I'm going to assume that I'm. Actually, my build is 1, so I bet. What's his name?
Yeah, Arnold's the
Arnold
smallest.
would
I
probably be
think.
the smallest.
Yep.
Oh, get over here. Let me lift you up so you can
Gloria's
reach
also
us.
said
Gloria.
zero.
Okay. So
I guess Gloria could climb.
okay, so
Or whoever wants to.
yeah.
I mean, you can have Arnold and Frank help Gloria up.
Okay, so Gloria, you, with their help, they kind of, you step your feet in, 1 foot into each of their hands, and they kind of almost throw you up, and you manage to scramble out of the hole.
Cheerleader style.
Yeah, exactly. And do you guys throw up the rope?
Yeah.
Okay.
Arnold's gonna tie a monkey's fist on one end, toss it up.
Okay. And now the rest of you are able to get out. I'm gonna kind of hand wave that.
Yeah, I mean it's not
Yeah, the rest
too
of this is
terribly
trivial.
difficult. I mean, just tie a bowl and pull one person up at a time.
Yeah. So, you guys all get up along with the dog and Peter. What do you do?
Let's get back to the old man's cabin.
Okay. So you bring Layla and Peter to the cabin. Peter seems to be calm now that he's farther away from the lot. And Robo, because you guys didn't force him to lead you back to Finn's farm, and because you brought the dog back to Brandon, Robo, only you. I'm gonna say that you regain one. I'm gonna say you regain 3 sanity. This is me making up for the reduction. So yeah, just increase your current sanity by 3.
Thank you.
Yep. Now, what do the rest of you guys want to do?
Do I need to roll or anything for my wound, or?
You would just roll first aid, and if you succeed, you'll get 1 hit point back.
Alright, it's better than nothing.
Yeah. And the dog, Layla, has come to now and seems completely unaware of what happened, and she's no longer frothing or showing any sort of rabies symptoms.
That's good. And it looks like I've gained 1 health.
Yep, you've gotten 1 health point back. What do you guys want to do?
I guess.
About what time is it?
It's probably like 8:30, 9, or probably like 8:30 p.m.
So we should ask the old man if he's okay with the kids staying there for now.
Oh yeah, it's fine. I'll keep him safe here. You guys go do whatever you need to do. Just be careful out there.
Well, seems like there's some oddities at the farm.
The next logical place to go, I think.
It seemed afraid of it.
Yeah, the moment you say farm, Peter, like, shivers and... No, not the farm. Not the farm. That's where the... And Brandon just kind of like... He's like, shh, it's okay. And he kind of covers his ears. So you guys go into the farm?
I guess.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me, It's dark out. And this farm... It's a dilapidated shell of its former self. The farmhouse is in ruins, and only the barn and the pigsty remain standing.
I want to roll a spot hidden to see if I see any of the other kids around.
Okay, roll me spot hidden. You do not. You see signs that they were here. And you can see signs in, like, the muck and, like, dung in this area in front of the pigsty.
That's where they said they threw the bones.
Yep, into the pigsty itself, which is this building here.
Lean over to Sharpay and I say, "You think this is where they keep big goddess?" I just lean away from her. I actually walk away from her. I don't even wait for an answer.
Okay, where do you guys want to
I
go?
forgot about the pig thing from earlier. I'm just gonna say that just sends a chill down my spine when you say that. But I don't say anything. I think we should check the pigsty.
Okay. So, this area is surrounded in, like, a wooden fence. Now, in this pig pen, you see footprints, multiple footprints, but, someone make me a spot hidden roll.
Yes, I'll do it, so.
Oh, Arnold didn't.
Oh, fumble. Who else? Gloria.
I almost fumbled.
Yep, so I'm gonna say that, Frank, you slip in this, like, mud and dung, and just, you're just covered in, like, just animal feces.
Dookie.
But Gloria, kind of holding your nose in disgust, you find several bones in this pen. Now, do you show these to, anybody else?
Yeah, I'm gonna point them out.
Okay, someone make me, either, like, a biology or first aid or anthropology roll.
Ooh, I got a good biology skill.
For it.
Okay, Sharpay, you realize that these are human bones. And with your success on the spot, and also with, your knowledge of, being able to identify bones, you know that they belong to more than one body. You also find, lying among them, you find a shattered pair of, like, personal effects, like a shattered pair of glasses, a bracelet engraved with an indecipherable name, and you see a couple credit cards bearing the marks of bestial teeth. Make me, all of you make me a sanity roll.
said bestial teeth.
Yeah. And you can hear sounds coming from the inside of the pigsty.
Sanity roll.
You all passed. So, with everything that's happened, this doesn't this doesn't feel that bad for you.
Just a heads up, I only got like 20 more minutes.
Oh, don't worry.
if even
We're
that.
like at basically the end.
Okay.
So, you guys are you guys going to go in?
You said there was growling in the pigsty?
You heard like just weird noises.
I do a listen to see if I can hear what it is.
It sounds like it doesn't sound like anything. It doesn't sound like anything familiar.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, let me.
Kind of feel like, given my reason for being here, I should try to see if I can get a name on those credit cards.
Unfortunately, they're indecipherable. But or at least most of them. You see a couple names that seem to be like they match up with a few missing hikers.
Okay, so alright, then I'm ready to go in if everyone else is.
Okay.
Yep.
Everybody, going in, make me an athletics roll. You guys are going in to the barn, not the pigsty. Sorry. Don't make. Yeah.
I figured since you revealed the barn, that's what you
they're,
meant.
Yeah, they're both revealed. It's just
Well, you put it like.
Yeah, I just
Okay,
put more
never-
stuff in here because there's more stuff in here. It doesn't matter. Just like if you guys want to go to the barn, that's fine.
Athletics.
We
So
were going to the pigsty, so.
okay, you're going to the pigsty,
Yeah.
so that's up here. Okay, so yeah, roll me. Basically, this is to see if you keep your footing because it's just all mud and shit. So basically,
There's no athletic skill.
oh, let me see. Then I'll just make it.
It'd be dexterity.
Yeah,
probably.
I'll just make it dex. Okay, so...
that was strength,
yeah.
not dexterity.
Okay, so everybody except for Sharpay, you take a tumble, but all of you hear
Can
heavy
I-
breathing.
Can I use my extreme success to catch somebody?
Yeah, I'll let you catch, one other person.
I'm gonna say I grab Gloria's arm.
Okay. Now, are all of you in there, or are just two of you going in there?
I think Arnold fell right at the fence,
Okay.
so he's not in there yet.
Okay. So, Frank, Sharpay, and Gloria. You see this colossal, demented-looking pig thing that's standing on its hind legs with 4 children suckling from it. They're nursing from its udders. And you just feel this chill go through your bones as this voice in your head tells you, "Join us." Now, all 3 of you, make me a sanity roll.
That sounds horrifying. What you just.
Okay.
So Frank finally passed the sanity roll.
Yep.
Fucking finally.
Okay. Gloria, you failed. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so Frank, you lose 2 sanity at the sight of these children suckling from the udders of this demented, horrific-looking pig that's standing on 2 legs. Now, Gloria and Sharpay, each roll me 2d8 plus 1.
Jesus.
Okay, Gloria, you lose 9. Sharpay, you lose 12.
Oh, Jesus.
Actually, I lose 10
Jesus.
because I didn't do the +1.
Christ.
Oh, right, yeah. So,
Yeah,
you guys
same,
are
I
both
lose
going
13.
indefinitely insane. And let's see what your bouts of madness are. Let's see. So, each of you roll me a d10. Okay, Gloria, you flee in panic. You begin to flee. And, oh, Frank, you don't have to roll because you didn't suffer as much.
Oh, okay.
Sharpay, you suffer psychosomatic. I'm gonna say you realize now you can't hear anything. Would that be better? You get a psychosomatic disability. So blindness, deafness, or loss of the use of limb or limbs. For...
How about just paralyzed with fear? Is that
Yeah,
work?
yeah. Let's say your legs, like, you just find you can't move your legs. Roll me another d10. And then, Gloria, roll me another d10. This is going to determine how many rounds you are doing this for. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
So your legs are frozen to the ground for the next 5 rounds. Gloria, your bout of madness will only last for 1 round.
And that was flee, right? So I'm gonna run.
Yeah,
Do I
so...
run now?
Don't-
Yep, we are gonna start, Dex order. And allow me...
Okay. So I'll do it on my turn.
Let's see,
Let's just say, as soon as I see the pig, I do a full Kevin from Home Alone scream,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just standing there screaming.
Frank, why are you, like, give me an in-character explanation of why you're able to kind of keep it together in spite
Why
of this
I'm
whole...
unfazed?
Relatively. Like, you still lose 2 sanity. That's enough to, like, cause you to react. But...
I react by blinking and looking down to the left a little bit, and I shake my head and I go, "You think you're some fucking sort of fucked up freak? Well, I seen them all, motherfucker," and I pull out my gun.
Okay, so then your dex will be at a plus 50 since you have a readied firearm.
All right.
Okay.
And then my dex is at 100 then.
Yep, so... Let's see,
Frank walks in and he's like, "Oh, pig goddess. Huh, this makes sense."
Yeah, he's like... it all makes sense. You're still deeply unsettled, because, like, any loss of sanity is going to provoke a reaction,
Oh yeah.
but...
I'm also gonna add, I'm gonna like, "I was born in Brooklyn, motherfucker."
The only pigs I
come
know
together
ride
now.
in the red and blue sirens. Okay, so
The CIA
Frank's
just
on the job.
fucking invented and distributed crack in my neighborhood a year ago. You think I'm afraid of a fucking standing ass pig?
okay, what do you want to do? You're gonna, because you can, I believe. Which
Go ahead.
you have a 45, right?
I do.
Okay, so you can
1911.
Yep, so you can fire up to 3 rounds, though though the second shot will have 1 penalty die, and the second one will have 2 if you want to fire 3 rounds. Or you can just fire 1.
I think in my state I would probably fire 3 at once.
Okay, so roll me your firearms pistol.
Okay, let me yell, Mozambique!
Okay, you miss. Now roll me again with a penalty die.
Jesus. Do I even need to roll a penalty for a failure?
In this case you can't fumble, so no. Now roll again.
Okay, I'll roll it anyway. Alright. Stick. I just love
you just
my rolls
bam,
tonight.
bam, bam.
I held it sideways, that's why I missed all 3 shots. Sideways in one hand.
Charlotte is gonna look up. She's got this discolored milk dribbling down her lips. And she just says, "It's about time you got here." She's hungry. And, she's gonna fire at you because you fired at her goddess.
What is she firing at me?
She misses.
What did she shoot at me?
She's firing. She has a bow.
Okay.
And I thought she was shooting milk from one of the pig udders.
That would be very funny. But next,
I mean, would that be acid splash damage?
Oh my god, no.
Probably would.
Don't give him ideas.
So
I need to change my ammo, don't I? Since I just
yeah,
shot
reduce
3.
it by 3. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So Rudolph is gonna come up, and he's gonna. I'm gonna roll a d3.
May a Rudolph Giuliani.
Okay. Yeah. He's the one. He's wearing like a traditional bear mask, and he's gonna come after Sharpay. And you want to dodge or actually it doesn't matter. He misses. Now it's the pig goddess's turn. Now let's see. Who is she gonna go after? She's gonna go after the nearest. So Gloria. What do you want to do? Do you want to dodge or fight back? As this pig walks up to you, like, kind of waddling on 2 limbs, just its eyes blazing with otherworldly power.
Well, Gloria's already supposed to be fleeing, so I guess dodge.
Okay. Okay, roll me a dodge.
Right.
And you can't push combat rolls. What's your maximum health?
12.
So, in Call of Cthulhu, if you take an attack that does your maximum health in 1 hit, you die. So, this thing, like, it just pulls back its 1 foot forward and just smacks you into the wall of the barn. The wood and corded iron just bends out as your head just crumples in under the fearsome strength of this creature. And that's where Gloria Mendez's story ends.
Gloria's head is caved in and her neck's just snapped like
Good.
Yeah.
100 degrees.
Yeah,
At least it was quick.
yep. Sharpay, what do you want to do? You've got this this teenager, like or preteen. He looks like he's about 12, wearing a bear mask, and he's just jabbed a spear at you. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm assuming my legs are still locked in place.
Yeah, your legs, they're not working right now.
How close is this kid with the spear?
He's in engaged range. Like, he's right up at
You
you.
can smell his breath.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, and you can see, like, the milk dribbling out from the corners of his mouth.
can I roll brawl and try to grab the spear?
Yes, and let me check what his build is 0 and your build is 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, you're gonna roll me brawl, but with a bonus die. And he is going to attempt to fight back. So roll me brawl.
I'm not going to account for the fact that I can't move.
No. No, you're just gonna roll me and then roll me with a bonus die. Okay, extreme success. Are you trying to inflict damage?
No, I'm trying to just grab the spear and
Okay, you yank the
Turn it
spear
on him.
out of his hands. Unless he gets a critical success, which is a 1.
I mean, could I make a little slash back as I grab it?
Oh, yeah, yeah. And because of your extreme success, it would do max damage, which is 8.
Nice.
So
The main point of me is to grab it.
he takes 8 damage, and you slash across his chest, and he yelps out, and you see you probably pierced the lung. He's like,
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize to that little fucker. He just tried to kill you.
There's something
but
possessing
he's
these
still
kids.
conscious. Now, this one's gonna come up to Frank, and this boy looks like he's about 13. He also has a spear that he is going to attack you with.
By the way, Frank,
Shut up, Frank.
Yes. Okay, do you want to dodge or fight back?
I'm gonna fight back.
Okay, you're gonna need a hard success or better.
Alright.
Oh, you would do
It's
this
a hard
with
success.
it would just be brawl.
Oh, with
It would be
brawl?
brawl.
Oh, I can't shoot this kid point blank in the face.
Not in fighting back. Okay, so let's see. The damage on a spear is 1d8. You take 6 damage. What is your total health?
16.
16?
I was at 15.
Oh, 15? Okay, so that's not enough to cause you a major wound. But yeah, he hits you pretty good, and it fucking hurts.
Little cocksucker. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Rachel, the older one that looks like the leader of the kids group, kind of gives just a serious look at this young girl. She looks like she's the youngest, maybe about 10 years old. She seems to hesitate at first, but then with that look from that older girl, she shakily loads a rock into a sling, and she's gonna attack Sharpay as the nearest. Whoop. Don't worry, it's only 4 damage as max. So,
okay.
I mean, it's not great, but yeah. Arnold, it's your turn. And just so you know, you don't have to fight. Like,
Did she succeed?
yeah, she got a critical success. So she hit you, like, right in the temple with that rock and did 4 damage. So, Arnold, you hear the sound of, like, crushed flesh and, like, just... You actually see blood spurt out of the cracks of a wall, like, right... Like, you know, about a couple seconds after the rest of the crew went in, and you hear the scream of the others, like, terrified. What do you want to do?
And then gunshots.
Yeah, you also heard 3 gunshots. What do you do? Keep in mind, you don't have to fight. You can run. You can just run. Because you might be able to you might be able to get the police to come back here.
You lose him?
Mans is muted. I believe I heard his dogs barking earlier.
Okay. Oh yeah, we can remove Gloria from the turn order.
Wait, Gloria?
Yeah, because Gloria's dead.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we're waiting on FICO. I will allow, Frank, I will allow you to go since, just in the meantime, while we wait for FICO so that we keep this action moving.
Like, oh, okay, I see, like, it's my turn.
Yeah, so...
Okay, okay, so this one is the closest to me now at this point?
Yeah, and at point blank, you will get a bonus die if you're firing.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot this kid.
You're gonna shoot him, like, full... You're gonna shoot 3 rounds or just 1?
I think I'm just gonna shoot 1 this time.
Okay. Because the first would be, if you shot 3, it would be the first with a bonus die, the second with no bonus die, and then the third would be with 1 penalty die.
Alright, I'll do that.
Okay, so roll me your first shot. Okay, so you get a success, so you got 4 damage on that first shot.
Okay.
So you graze his ribs, and he starts to bleed. Now roll me another one, just regular. No bonus die on this one. Okay, and then roll a final one with a penalty die. Okay, and then roll a penalty. Okay, luckily you got the same thing, and you did 10 damage. He collapses to the ground. Like, you hit him, like, right in the kidney. And that was enough to do a major wound. I'm gonna say his kidney is ruptured. And, he's gonna have to make a, hard success on a con roll. He does. So he's still alive, but he's dying.
So you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, kids.
Okay. Charlotte is gonna fire her bow at you, because you just killed one of hers. I'm gonna let you try and dodge that.
Okay, what do we do? Roll dodge.
Yeah.
Done.
Success. Okay. So I'll let you take half damage, so take another 6 damage. As this arrow
I'm
just,
at-
like, sticks in
I'm at
you.
3 hit points.
Okay. Luckily, you haven't suffered a major wound. So if you do get reduced to 0, as long as it's a hit that doesn't do 8 or more damage in one, you'll just get knocked out.
You took an arrow to the knee.
Yep. Rudolph is going
My
to...
adventuring career.
Rudolph is going to just try and, like, brawl, because he no longer has a spear. Do you want to fight back, or do you want to dodge?
I'm gonna try to stab him there.
Okay, so... He fails, so as long as you succeed, you will get to do 1d8 damage to him.
Alright,
Yeah, just roll brawl. Do you want to spend 8 luck?
You know what, I will, but I specifically want to make sure I'm not killing him. I'm gonna go for the legs or something.
Okay. Roll me your damage, roll me a d8. Because you might not even reduce him to 0.
That is true.
Oh yeah, yeah, you reduce him to 0. Maybe you, like, use the butt of the spear to, like, smash his mask in.
Yeah, knock him into the dookie and fills below.
Yeah. And he's, like, you can see the bubbles, like, as he's knocked face down
Cool.
into this liquid that he seems to be taking up into his lungs.
Shit-faced little kid.
Pig Goddess is gonna come after you. Jesus! You wanna dodge?
That's probably a better idea than trying to fight back.
Yeah. Yeah, and
So my
remember,
legs are kind of frozen
this
now.
is the finale, so... Like... and these characters are not gonna be used after this, so, like,
Yeah.
you can spend all the luck you want, as long as you don't spend more than you have. Okay, so it's a regular success, so just spend 4 luck and you will be able to dodge.
Yep, alright. I will then.
Okay. So you dodge. Now it is your turn.
Shit, I meant to go to it.
Yep, so
43 luck.
yeah, so you're now at 43 luck. Okay.
I still can't move, so... Unless somehow I snapped out of it dodging.
You know what? I'll allow it. I'm gonna say that seeing Gloria just pulverize snaps you out of it. So what do you want to do? You can run. Remember, you can always run. You could even take the car keys from Gloria, since it was her car, and run.
You know, I do want to see if I can grab the keys.
Okay, that's not gonna be a roll. And then just you can run. What's your speed?
How close is Frank to the door? Can I try to grab him and...
That would be a strength roll.
Actually, he is the next initiative anyway, right?
No, the 3 kids are, Danny and Rachel are next, although Danny is dead, so it'd be Rachel next, then Arnold is supposed to go, but Michael isn't here, so...
And the other kid is knocked out, so there's just one kid left, and then...
Yeah,
And then Frank again.
yeah, so you can move equal to your speed in yards, so...
Alright, let's see what my speed is then. Oh shoot, did I close it? I don't know where speed is.
And because Vico's not here, I'm gonna have to say, unfortunately, since he's not here, Arnold hears all this and is going to run.
Where would my speed?
It would be in, I think it would be in combat. Yeah, movement rate, sorry, not speed. So you can move up to, 21 feet.
I'm just gonna yell to Frank that, we gotta go. I'm not gonna tell him. I got her keys, let's get out of here. And then I'm gonna start running.
Okay, yeah, you can make it to, like, out here. Actually, roll me dex. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Okay, Rachel, she again is seemingly hesitant, but the watchful eye of the older girl seems to be keeping her. And she's gonna fire at Frank. Frank, do you want to dodge?
Yeah, sorry.
No worries.
Yeah.
Okay, success. You manage to dodge out of the way as she flings a rock your way. Arnold continues to run, and he is off the map.
So, yeah, sorry about
there you
leaving.
Okay, so what do you...
One of my friends just left.
Oh, no worries. Sorry, I was having you run because,
Yeah, I figured because Arnold wasn't actually in the pen.
Yeah, he heard everything that went on, including, like, Gloria dying, pistol shots going off,
This 13-year-old dying.
Yeah, and you start to see, like, the clouds and everything. It's, like, become this miasma around this whole area.
Yeah, that would, make Arnold drop a brick in his pants and want to get out of there.
Yeah, so, yeah, you're hightailing it. And you make it out of the map. Frank, what are you doing?
Alright. I'm starting to feel bad about shooting a kid point blank, so I'm going to.
Yeah, I'll have to make a sanity roll at the end of this.
I'm gonna aim at the pig goddess and shoot 3 at her.
Okay, you're not gonna run? You're gonna
Just
stay
running
inside.
isn't. Everybody is running. Yeah, I'll probably run.
Okay, so
My movement speed is 6.
Okay, so you can make it like almost to where Sharpay is. Okay. Then let's see. The older girl is going to make it out here and fire an arrow at you. And it does 5 damage. So you are knocked unconscious since you don't have a major wound.
Yeah, I fall face first into the shit.
Yeah. And then Rudolph was taken out. So the pig goddess now makes it out. And she's gonna get to attack with a bonus die. Actually, no, it's not gonna be even an attack.
She's just gonna start devouring me.
She looks first to this girl who you, Sharpay and Arnold, you can probably assume is Charlotte, and she nods. The thing nods approvingly, like, yes, this is a worthy sacrifice. Good job, my child. And then it just pins you and starts eating you alive.
Thank God I'm unconscious.
Yeah, and you're effectively dead.
Yeah.
Okay, Sharpay, what do you want to do?
I hear all that by me, but I just don't look and I just keep running.
Okay. You keep running, and it seems like the rest are preoccupied, and they're like gleefully watching their goddess devour Frank. And You guys flee. You get to Gloria's car. It stops smoking. And now, where do you go? What do you do?
Where's the nearest town?
You just go to the nearest town, I'll say that.
Do we want to grab the other kid and blind guy first?
That's what I was gonna say. I want to do before we get to the car.
I'll allow you to do that.
Yeah, just get them, grab all of them, get to the car, and
yeah, they don't seem to be
there.
following you. They seem to be happy with their 2 sacrifices, and you hear this mocking voice as you leave in your heads. Thank you. You done my video so well. Come back anytime. And that is the end of Nazarene's lot.
I'm going to say that I report back to, what is it, the USBR,
Yeah.
that they appear to have died in a hiking accident, and there's no foul play.
Nice.
Because I don't think anyone would believe her if she said what really happened.
Nope.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
And,
Whenever you get back to Boston, Arnold's just gonna get out, start wandering, go under a bridge and sit down, because he is actually homeless.
Is he gonna drink that wine that he found?
He took it to a pawn shop, tried haggling, saying it was some really expensive old wine, only got like $20 for it.
Hell yeah.
This experience has scarred her so much. She has the psychological condition of being a vegan.
Oh my god.
yeah, and I'm gonna say now, just the thought of being in, like, deep in nature, you've got a phobia of just, like, any sort of wilderness or anything
And
like
the
that.
pigs at the state fair.
Yeah, like pigs and just any sort of wilderness type experience. And Arnold will be making an indirect return. Sharpay, this is the last we'll see of you as you try to live the rest of your life with this knowledge that you almost offered up 2 of your co-workers to this horrific thing from beyond anything you understand. And Arnold, your religion helps you cope. You kind of lean more into that, and yeah, well, we'll find out what happens with Arnold in chapter 1.
It probably helps him get off the streets.
Yep, of Scions of the Dark Goddess, which is what we will start with next.
So me and Arnold actually has a credit rating of 0.
Yep.
Are we doing that next week?
I will probably be unavailable next weekend, but the weekend after that I should be good.
Alright.
I'm excited to get back into it. That was fun tonight.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
How did you like?
Yeah, I'm sorry it was.
It was a sad. It wasn't exactly a happy ending, was it?
Oh no.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Call of Cthulhu is generally that way.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice actually doing a one shot where like the self-preservation of it isn't so important.
Yeah. It was about telling a tale, and I will tell you a secret. Because Arnold is going to be making an indirect appearance in the first chapter, it specifically says, ideally, Arnold should survive this scenario so that he can act as a non-player
perfect.
character in the future campaign. Introducing him here will enable players to generate empathy toward him throughout this. And then, however, if Flaherty were to die during the scenario, one could always introduce a relative to fulfill his role in the future campaign. So it's not like I was, like, deliberately trying. Like, I was never fudging rolls or ever trying specifically to preserve him.
No.
But
Yeah,
Kinda
it was
worked
I'm
out
glad
that
he
way.
did because it means less
Yeah.
work for me.
Yep.
Yep. It was a happy accident.
That that tripping into the pig pen was really good for him.
Yep.
Yep.
Maybe that's what really convinced you that God was real.
And you walking away from the table for 2 turns also.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh.
helped.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, and because you never saw the pig gods, you didn't have to make a sanity roll.
That was actually something that I was gonna ask. I walked off.
Yeah, because you never saw
I'm
it.
like, when does Arnold actually see this?
He didn't.
No.
He didn't.
Never.
Well, good. Good.
Yeah,
good
he
for
just
him.
heard her voice in his head saying, "Thank you for the fresh
Bringing
meat.
us
For the
there.
fresh meat.
Yeah.
You're welcome back anytime."
So long, and thanks for all the human.
Yep, exactly. Thank you for joining me on this prologue. I can't wait to continue this. I imagine you guys probably have a guess at what deity or similar thing was potentially involved here, and how it might connect. Well, not necessarily how it might connect, but you probably are getting an idea of kind of some of the themes of this upcoming campaign. And I hope you guys are looking forward to it as much as I am.
Hell yeah. All right, fellas.
Excited.
Yep.
I'll talk to you soon.
Yep. Good night,
But yep.
everybody.
Good night,
Peace.
guys.
Good night.
See you in 42 years. And good night, stream. Thank you for whoever tuned in, if anybody did. Otherwise, hello me in the future watching this VOD on YouTube. Good night.